People.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we are live. Welcome back, everybody, or at least most everybody. I did create an entirely new 6-player overlay.
6-player overlay.
Well, because
Yeah,
we're expecting another guest tonight. Hopefully he can make it.
Hopefully he better make it.
Yeah. So
If he doesn't, does that mean I can drop?
no.
Yeah.
No,
I gotta get my destiny on.
no. So
He's got that
Bro, the true champion is multitask. The true champion is multitask.
yeah. All right. So how's everybody doing?
I can't, man. My PS4 is upstairs.
I definitely don't have COVID.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
You fucking better not, because I swear to God, if you come to work,
I'm hugging you as soon as I see you.
Dude,
As
I'll
soon
fucking
as I
kill
see
you.
I'm going up and hug you.
I will put 10% HCl in my mouth and spit it into your eyes like a cobra.
Actually, it's a good thing.
I'll record that.
Honestly, it's a good thing that I did get sick that first week because she got tested on that Monday. So I literally would have been around her the entire week with her having COVID and at work and didn't know it until Thursday. So it's probably good that
I
happened.
would have stabbed you. I literally would have
It's not-
stabbed you.
it's not my fault.
Then gone to my house and prepared full body bags and lived off life insurance the rest of my life. Stabbed you first.
Needless to say, I'm so ready to go back to work. Yes.
Sorry, man. You haven't missed very much. Makes you feel better.
Oh, you've missed everything.
That's fine.
Hey, I got to work with PM Lab today. I made all their stuff.
Okay.
That just means they're gonna kick me out as soon as I come back.
You gotta go to base metal stream. Sorry, I want to tell you this way.
I have no words for that.
Anyways, let's not. Yeah.
Yep. That's it. I have no words for that.
We're live. We're live.
Yes, I know. That's why I have no
Canada.
words for that.
How's it going?
Yeah,
For
let's
the
play
horde!
Yeah, let's play
I
the game.
swear to God, Joel, you heard that every time.
For
Oh,
the
man.
Lord.
Dude,
Loktar Gar.
hey, now Joel, if you want to go back to play World of Warcraft, I'll do a horde. Sorry.
Why does everybody
Let's start an
Yeah.
AHK horde team. Let's
Uh-huh.
go.
I mean, listen. I would do it
All
just so we could attack Brandon.
Yeah.
bros? Swear to God, I will fucking.
Oh,
God damn it.
you'll
For what it's
I'm-
worth, last time I played, I was playing Horde, so...
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna drop $400 on like a bomb ass freaking horde
Okay, let's
character.
play-
I'm gonna
let's play the game.
decimate
Let's
you.
play the game. Let's
Yeah,
play the game.
I'm pretty sure Brandon would wreck all of this, right? I get it. But
That reminds me.
even if I killed him once, it's fine.
I gotta get a pen.
I
Or
gotta
a
kill me
pencil.
once. I'll
So
never live it down.
that reminds me. What was that? What did that fist weapon do, Mike? I just
Ignores
down-
armor.
Oh, yeah,
It
it
fisted
negates armor.
stuff.
It ignores armor.
Yeah, it negates armor.
Okay, it didn't have no +1s or anything. Just ignore armor.
Yeah.
Mine
Okay.
gives me an extra
Most of them,
D6.
they don't have armor. It doesn't do anything.
Ignores armor, bitches.
You can't type on the keyboard.
Skelly remembers. Skelly remembers everything.
What? You can turn the fan on.
Skelly also remembers he's lopsided, so
You can turn the light off if you want.
not really sure how much we'll get the sword. God damn it! I tabbed back for like 2 seconds. Jesus, it burns. Actually burns.
This is great.
Oh wow. We just lost somebody. Who we lose?
Amanda.
Amanda, where'd she go?
Amanda's down.
Amanda's gone to get a horde character built.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. Who wouldn't? Get my dice roller out of the way of the screen.
Fine, you know, it's cool, guys. I get it.
What do you get? Did the horde's awesome? I mean, we all get that. Everyone gets that. The world gets that.
It's true.
Okay. I
God
guess
damn
we
it.
should probably play the game we came to play.
Well, you know, maybe it still feels weird not having them in person.
It feels overrated.
Yes. For the horde
Wow.
in chat too, Gunslinger.
Yeah, I put it on Twitch for you too there.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
like burning. Like I can feel my soul just
Yeah.
actually hurting.
Everybody comes
Or
into
heartburn,
my
yeah.
room. This is my personal room, but fuck you, people still
Get
come
naked.
in here.
No one gonna want to go in there.
Listen, man, I was an undead warlock. All right, I was a beast.
Undead Road, baby.
The only problem with being undead is when you're walking around with pants, it just looks like you're walking around with shorts, and then when you add a cape to that, you look like a little boy with shorts and a cape.
Hey, they fixed that. They fixed that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played since PC, so
Hey, you could change how much exposed bone you have, so you can like not be wearing shorts everywhere you go.
bone lives matter, yo. Yeah. Equal representation for all races.
Yeah. No, except for night elves because they're like extinct now. But it's fine.
Are they?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Wow.
Nobody wants to play at night. Elf.
Blood elves, man.
Anyway.
Blood
Yeah,
elves.
their home's a pile of ashes, so they're kind of dead. Poor guys.
All right. All right. So
So we found this place.
Adam's looking the same that he was before behind you. Let's see.
He's actually gotten furrier since you last saw him.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
Not good.
When will the spread stop?
all right. So all right, we're gonna jump into this for real.
Yeah. After literally 10 minutes of
Yeah.
riffraff.
That's okay. I don't
That's all
think
we are,
have any-
man.
We're
This is who
pretty
we are.
low on viewership at the moment, so no one's caring yet. I also totally forgot to like promote today, so no one knows this is happening.
You
Which is
sure
fine.
did.
Andrew and them, I sent it to them.
Yeah, they don't ever watch.
Yeah, well, hey, you got a point.
But
I
anyways,
get my whole guild to watch, but you know, fuck it, horde lovers over here. So
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you know,
please, for the love of God, get them to watch and we'll plant a horde
Listen.
flag in the middle of the bad guys' cavity.
tell them to come troll us on Twitch, so it's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so you guys were just recently in a dungeon where
You got real dark in here. I gotta fix that. Go ahead.
you well, Gray was attacked by some sort of alien
We fought
Babadook
ourselves.
crazy thing in a hole, and then you saw the chasm to nothingness, and then you fought some of your evil alls or egos out of an orb. You got some fancy new weapons. You got sucked into a pool that transported you here to the sort of forest necropolis. And you're standing on sort of the precipice of this sort of highly magical place. Ruben, you definitely feel the source of the tainted Tuatha De Danann magic pulsing out of the sort of glowing tomb in the center of the necropolis. So that's where we're at.
Cool.
cool, you know. Also, I bit Ruben. So
Yeah, you did. You drew some life off of him.
yeah,
Yeah, you
found
sure
that I
did.
can steal life with my skull. I bite people.
On a separate update, I can buy a top level undead mage for $120 right now. Just saying.
120 bucks is cheap. Just saying.
I guess I'll let everyone in the party know that the bad magic is coming from that.
From that, from
I mean,
here.
and there's some
Where?
area to explore here. I mean, obviously, Melody knows that
I don't.
the door above the skull is the sort of the place they use to portal in time, and
The magic time door.
yeah, the magic time door.
Is this before or after you killed a god?
Before, yeah, really before.
And I'll share my knowledge with the group and just be like, yeah, that door up there, it'll transport you through time.
Forward,
Well,
backwards.
it did
How
for
many
you.
years?
Fascinating.
If
I
I
don't
time
mind
door
it.
her, what happens?
Yeah,
I didn't make it.
you,
Let's kick
you,
the voices through it.
I think you also had like a magical item that allowed you to do it that you stole from a museum, if I'm not mistaken.
We sure didn't.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anything evil you haven't done? Just This easy question.
Yeah. Yeah, they did definitely break
Good
into a
question.
museum and steal things from it.
Right.
Oh man,
Cool.
we can wrench it off the wall. It's ours.
I expected no differently.
Yeah. Do you leave out the part where you stole from a museum? Does Melody leave out the part where
Yeah,
she
we were trying to do the sneak. That didn't work so well.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, wow. That cut out at a really bad time. I left out the part of what?
Did you leave out the part of where you stole something from a museum in your story when you're telling the group about this place.
Okay, do we know you were also a thief and a murderer?
Wow. Hurtful things.
All right, so yeah, I mean, do you guys want to explore around this area, or I mean, do you just want to head straight for the tomb and see what's going on with it, or what's going on here?
You know
This
what?
area get bigger? I mean, where are we?
You're sort of standing
Yeah,
like
that's a good question.
you're at the viewpoint. You're sort of standing on a
Hey,
ledge.
Daniel.
Okay, so
Hey, Daniel, that's your role. What does Maria want right now?
Stab the whore.
Jesus.
Hey, man, okay, well, I mean, Maria's still probably pretty upset, so yeah, I'm gonna listen to Maria right now. I'm gonna stab Melody.
Cool. So I guess I gotta defy danger.
Well, he's got to roll for success first. So
Yeah.
roll
My-
on your strength for attacking Melody.
Immediately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you might die.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
So,
Holy
so
shit.
let's paint a scene real quick, right? You're all just kind of
Does she
standing
get
there.
to roll a nat 12 to defend herself?
She can't. She can't defend herself. I'm sorry.
What if she gets a 12?
It doesn't matter because he rolled a 12 for success, right? It's a success.
It's happening.
It's
happening.
happening no
Yeah.
matter
Okay.
what.
So no, let's paint a scene. All right, you guys are all there. Melody's telling her story about this place, right? She's just telling you,
Immediately.
and like as she's sort of wrapping up the story, what does Skelly do? Like,
All right, so what I imagine is like I'm listening to the story, and it's her voice is starting to like trigger something. I'm starting to crouch down a little bit, and I'm just clutching my vampire skull, just like no, like I'm just kind of like struggling, and then I get up, just like really stiff, like stab the whore, and just lunge at her with my sword.
ooh,
That I it's a 12.
Okay.
I mean, it's a complete success.
right. So roll for damage.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt, and I apologize. First we do this.
Oh my god.
Then we do this. Then we do that. So it's a 13.
Oh jeez. Okay.
No, he's dead. That's not good.
The power of Maria is strong with this one.
So where do you stab her? What part of the body are you stabbing her?
No. So it's a big old two-handed sword, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not just like stabbing her. I'm like lunging at her, and I'm gonna just wield it right over my right shoulder and just slash down right on top of her, on her lower bit left shoulder, and just try to bisect her diagonally.
Okay. Yeah.
That was quick.
It definitely makes.
Hey man, the rolls wanted it. What am I supposed to do? That was the roll.
That was the roll.
So you definitely make a nice a nice slice into her shoulder, and it sort of cripples her to the ground. Melody, what do you say? What do you do when this happens?
Well, clearly I'm gonna have to sing to myself in a hope that what happened last time doesn't happen this time. So I'm gonna roll for arcane arts and hope that I don't die.
So you hold on. So you've got a blade sticking out of your shoulder, and you're just gonna start singing. I mean, that's fine.
Screaming death metal.
What else am I
I
gonna
got a cause before you can't sing anymore. You're in so much pain right now.
I didn't say it was good, but it is effective.
All she needs is a
10,
microphone now
so-
and a Jigglypuff, man.
Sure. That Jigglypuff out here.
All right.
So let's see what I heal for.
1.
Okay, thank God. Okay. That's an 8, so and then I also get one more thing. Which I'm
Ooh,
going to
somebody's
take
cat was
a-
loud.
Oh, so your cat's meow.
And you take damage when you cast magic.
A
Yeah.
D4. Oh yeah, Kirby. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget to take 1 damage away for using magic.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's better than what I was.
Kirby's like, Mow, le Mow.
Le Mao.
He's like, yes.
Le Mow, you took a damage.
What does everyone else do? This just happened.
Padishar is gonna instantly cut the fuck out of Skelly. That's what Padishar is doing.
I mean, it's a normal occurrence.
I'm gonna
Someone
use
needs
my
to
new
get a spray
thing
bottle
of
holy water. Like,
Hyper
no,
Strike.
no.
So, alright, what is this? 2d6 plus. No, I got more than that. I'm doing this on strength, right?
Daniel, what does
Yeah.
Maria say against Padishar attacking her?
Yeah, that's a 14. That's happening.
Okay.
And I'm a D8.
Drink the juice.
Viper Strike allows me to roll another d4.
Drink the juice.
That's 6
Yeah,
damage.
that's what he wants.
Okay, how are you
Let's
attacking
drink
Maria
juice.
or Scuria?
Yes, Korea.
Yeah.
Just like cross the chest, man, like Zorro, just a big X.
Cool. All right. So you cut Skria across the chest, and you knock Skria back. And Skria falls like over the ledge that you're standing on into the blackness below.
Good Pasher says, "Good luck, fuck."
As I'm falling, drink the juice.
Drink the juice.
All right. So
Well, Scuria is gone.
so
I scream,
so-
"What juice?"
So, Skria, we will resolve what happens to you in just a bit. So
That's good,
just know that
yeah.
you've fallen into the abyss for the moment.
I've fallen into the abyss. After is my sword still lodged in Melody at this point? I mean, that was a good.
No, it's you kind of like it fell with you into the abyss. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god!
So you guys see him fall down, and he goes into the nothingness. And then, so what do you guys sort of proceed to do?
I'm just gonna look down the hole and be like, "Well, that guy's a prick." That's
You're
it.
like, don't blame me, man. He was an ass. I hope the tentacle lifts him out of the hole like a puppet.
He bit me on the ceiling.
Is Maria
You
dead?
guys are awesomely
I'm just gonna be like-
interesting.
You guys, I'm bleeding.
Is Melody dead? Like, what's happening there too?
Well, she took what 13. But
No,
she got
I healed myself.
but she got 8 back, and then she lost 1. So
Oh yeah, because the poison.
right. So
yeah.
it's like you basically lost 5 essentially. She's 5 down from.
Well, that's better than 13.
Well, and then I guess there's armor too. So
I thought his weapon ignored armor.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Cool.
mine
I
goes
forgot
above.
about the armor.
Yours-
That
yours
helps
does.
a lot.
Just mine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just mine.
All right, Patashar wants. Oh, he already went.
yeah. So
Patashar wants to just stare in the hole.
So then you can stare into the hole while other people are doing stuff. What are the rest of you doing? What's Gray doing?
Got
Fang
laughing
chitters.
uncontrollably.
Fang laughs and ferret.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Ruben, what are you up to at this point?
I'm checking out the architecture of the place.
Cool.
Certain realities.
Yeah, discern realities.
Yeah, you probably should.
Well, I'm literally just having him look at the stuff like, oh, this is nice.
I literally just noticed what the fuck's going on with your face beard. And I
Hello.
Froze. I'm here.
Yeah.
He's like, and I froze, and then he was gone.
And
And then he
I
actually was
ran,
gone.
I ran so far away.
Is he back?
Out of that swing, by the way. I could not have wished for anything better for this session.
All right.
How
So-
come you didn't tell me about this? I want to do that to my beard too now.
Oh.
So,
Awesome.
all right. Did you roll your discern? You don't discern.
Yeah, I rolled a
Oh, I failed
3.
on certain realities just now.
So yeah,
That's right.
Is that better?
you look around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as you're looking around, some moss starts engaging you in conversation, distracting you from what's really around you.
Oh, nice.
And the
I'm
moss
fine
is,
with talking with the moss.
the moss is like, hey, big guy, hey.
Hello.
hey.
Trying to
Is it
Hey,
tell
Raven?
you, Grove.
Was he butthead? Yeah. what the hell?
big guy.
Does he want some pee-pee for his
Oh.
cornholio?
I can't.
Come over here. Come over here and stroke my moss.
Oh my god. This.
I'm gonna walk over and stroke the moss.
All right.
when you do, he goes.
Okay.
Oh.
What's wrong with you, man?
This is
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
ask
an
the moss
interesting night.
if it is good for it as it is for me.
He says, hey man, I don't like it. All right, so you're screwing over the moss. It's just distracting you entirely.
Is he high off the moss? Hallucinogenic moss right now.
What's does anyone else feel compelled to like leave the ledge you're standing on? Y'all just gonna hang out there for the rest of the night? Curious.
Can we like go over here?
We're waiting to hear the bones hit the bottom.
You're gonna be waiting a while, bro. Say it. With a big ass full.
All right, so yeah, you can. There's a series of connected walkways. You can walk over there if you want.
Okay, because I definitely didn't want to roll to jump over there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do it.
No.
Jump, Gray, jump. You
Do-
can make it.
Do you walk over there? Is that what you're saying?
No, he can't make it. That's a
Yeah, you
lot.
can.
No, walk. Just walk. You can
Yeah,
walk.
we can just walk.
Okay.
Can we walk here?
Yeah, you can walk
Can,
there.
can I discern the realities?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I probably should do that. 2d6.
What exactly are you discerning realities about?
Am I gonna fall while I'm walking
All right. Yeah, roll.
over these bridges?
I don't know.
I would think you'd be more terrified about more tentacles trying to mouth rape you.
You guys just you guys never trust your environment. I don't know why.
He secretly
I
liked
wonder.
it.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll that. I'm not sure what's
Wisdom.
gonna happen there.
And wisdom.
Oh
No.
shit, that's a 7. Just
Yeah.
fuck me up.
Nah, it's just
No, you're gonna pet the moss too.
Yeah, he's a high off moss
It's a
too.
7.
So you notice that the walkways, the sort of suspended walkways, are they're a little crumbly. But if you take it slow, you can make it across them without sort of anything breaking or falling
Okay,
apart.
cool.
Yeah.
I was hoping I didn't run into that fucking turtle again.
And then a turtle bites you.
Oh my god.
No, I got a
That's
kid
the
in my
final.
bag
That's
first.
the final boss. The whole island is a turtle.
Yeah.
The whole fucking island.
have we rested since we got here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I was
didn't
going to
know.
ask. Yeah,
No
because if you
rested.
didn't, you might have been dead. You might be dead.
Well, remember we were like, "Can we rest?"
You did. Yeah,
And
you asked.
Mike was like, "Yes."
Okay.
So, do you cautiously make your way over to the?
Yeah,
The
sure.
Yeah.
I'll go over here. Can
Yeah.
you see that ping?
Yep.
Thing right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you, as soon as you cross the big bridge onto that main platform, you can almost feel like it's like an intense pressure coming off of it. You can walk through it, but it feels like it's trying to
Like-
force you back. It's almost like the air is made of jello and you're having to walk through it.
Ew.
Ew, Jello air.
Ugh,
What
okay.
flavor jello?
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop right there and see what everybody else is going to do. I have a
Jello
feeling
is
I'm going
not
to get killed.
And the ferret.
No.
All to be affected by Jello air.
Ruben, you finally grow tired of the moss's antics, and you're sort of back to being aware of what's going on around
Full
you.
of sticky moss.
No
Yeah.
longer high.
Melody, what are you doing? With the
Besides bleeding out and dying.
well,
Roll
Yeah.
damage for bleed.
she's saying healed herself.
Yeah. I'm getting up and I'm kind of walking around with everyone, and I.
Well, that's right
try
now.
to
Grace
kind of-
said he
it's
was the
not
only
really
one
discern
who
reality.
walked to the other side. So
Yeah, I'm the only one that's walked
Okay,
to the
well,
other side. So you
Grand-
fools got to come over here.
What are we, like right here? Or are we
Yeah,
like up here?
you're still sort of like back here, peering.
The known
There's
world.
like a ledge that you can't see because you're standing on it, right, looking out.
Gotcha. So we're technically, our view is this picture.
Yeah, that's your view.
Alright, cool.
I
So I
am gonna
kicked his
walk
ass
over.
off like right there.
Yeah.
And that's a pit.
So-
This is all a pit.
Yep.
Over
And
here?
then Gray tried to walk across this bridge here and he's walked into some jello air.
Yeah. Right there.
Great.
I mean, he can walk through it. There's nothing
Jello
necessarily
air.
stopping him. It feels very dense to walk through the air, and it's like a pulse coming from the magical tomb.
That.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk all the way up close to the
Cool.
tomb without touching it.
All right.
Okay, so
I heard he's going to trip and fall face first into it.
Yeah.
wow.
All right. Cool. So yeah, you walk up to it, and it's glowy and magicy and pulsy and what do you want to do?
Discern realities
Taste it.
on it.
All right, you roll on it.
That's a 9.
Yep. So definitely the magic comes from within the tomb, and let's say it's an ancient magic. You can sort of tell as though like if you were to remove the cap, like it's not going to like hurt you or kill you in any way. It's just going to sort of expose the magic within. There's it has a similar feel to the pit of nothingness, and yet an opposite feel. Like, it's definitely what's inside is an altered time space that is different from the sort of realm that you're in.
I saw this once. A dude in a black suit kicked a locker door open, and there was another universe in it.
Nah, man, he said cigarettes.
I'm going to use deductive reasoning, and I'm going to inform the group that there's potentially a god in this box.
Okay.
Well, it
Nice.
feels like an altered time space, so...
Bigger on the inside.
So,
That's what she
Mike,
said.
can I use a port in this? Can I use a port in the storm at this time?
What does that do?
It's basically a given, and what it is when you return to a civilized settlement that you visited before, the GM tells you what changes have happened since you've been there.
Right. Well, I wouldn't call this a civilized settlement, but I'll give you on that.
Well, how about that? How about grand histories of the known world? That might fit a little better.
I'd rather go with the one that's like what's changed, right?
Okay.
Because known histories, this place is currently known as the Forgotten Forest because no one knows anything about it, right? Its history has been lost to the annals of time. So you literally wouldn't know anything other than what you've experienced by being here. Not much has changed. In fact, it is eerily the same as before. The only thing different is the sort of the magic pulsing out of the tomb. Everything else is exactly as you left it, which has at this point in time been 2 or 3 years ago now. It doesn't even seem like, you can't even see any footprints on the ground or indications that anyone has been here. So.
Drink your Ovaltine.
Patashar wants to open it.
All right.
I want to ask a question real quick, Mike.
Yeah.
Would you say that this area has basically been reclaimed by nature with all the moss and plants and shit growing out of it?
So, yes, it has been reclaimed by nature, but it's also, I guess, magically enchanted nature. So, I guess my question is what is it that you're looking to do?
I'm not looking to do anything, but I get a +1 to saves when in nature. So.
Okay, sure.
Cool. Me and Fang are gonna push that lid open and see how that goes.
So you start pushing on it, and then there's like a lot of a resistance. It's probably going to take more than one person to open this thing, strength wise.
I want to roll for it.
I mean, you can roll, but I don't expect a lot.
Okay. It's a 9. It's happening. Someone else help me. Greg, get your ass over here and push this lid.
You
Okay,
push on it.
I can roll to assist.
You push on it and it wiggles, so it can be moved, but like you definitely can't do it on your own.
Ruben, Gray, come over here and push this shit.
I'm gonna transform into an owlbear.
Okay. Roll for it.
8.
Lit.
Okay, you're an owlbear with 1 hold.
Yeah.
Poof.
2 holds.
Okay, 2, yeah. Poof, owlbear. Because your owlbear transformation is it's like an explosion almost, right?
It's an explosion of feathers.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'll walk over there to assist.
Sure.
Yes.
All right.
I failed my roll, so I'm pretty much touching it, going, "I'm helping." No,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a 2d6.
Yeah, roll on the strength, yeah.
Well, nothing. That doesn't strength. That's
Strength
still
plus
like
3, isn't it? So that's, it's still 7, right?
yeah.
And Ruben,
I probably should have leveled up.
now Ruben,
time
one
around.
of your holds is some sort of like isn't it like a barrel or some sort of like pushing through or
Barrel through, yeah.
yeah, you can use that if you want to.
Mine as well.
They're pushing in, so you can just ram it as they're pushing.
That'll work.
Cool. All right. So Melody's pushing on it. She's not doing anything. Gray and Patachar are pushing on it, and they're starting to budget. It's just slowly moving. And then Ruben comes up to like just super owlbear the crap out of it, and it like flies back into the stairs behind it, cracking them a little bit. And as soon as it flies back, Melody just like slips right in. And
Oh no.
Yeah.
she falls in, and it's almost like this, like
Yeah, that whatever that was. That
really,
was the timeout buzzer.
yeah, really dense gelatinous magic that she sort of it's like quicksand. She's almost just like sinking into it, and just sinking down.
Sounds like an Event Horizon. You're screwed.
Does anyone do anything there? Or do you? I mean, like it's happening pretty quickly. So
At the risk
wanna
of me
fight the
getting
hero,
yanked in,
Let her
I'm right
drown.
there. I'll try to grab her with my beak.
Let her drown.
okay,
You
yeah.
guys, please help me.
Roll some Defy Danger-ish.
What do you want it on?
Roll it on strength's fine.
8.
Stab her with
Yeah.
your beak.
So you grab her hand, and she sort of keeps sinking down, but you've got a hold of her. And it gets to the point where you just have her hand, and sort of her head's below. Melody, as you go below, you can see sort of there's sort of like a platform down underneath, and that's sort of all you can see. It's sort of misty and hazy, but you can see that like there is an end to this, and it leads to somewhere.
did you just construct a boss room within
I
a
don't
boss
know.
room, Mike?
I
Everyone's
mean, I don't know. Did I?
Not as many.
I don't know.
cells.
I just played Destiny a few minutes ago, and you kill this one asshole, and then he goes through a portal to another asshole area. It's like a boss room within a boss room. I feel like that's what just happened.
So, Melody, do you sort of scream up what you're seeing, or?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to relay that information as I'm trying to
Yeah,
fight my way to the surface.
It's kind of muffled, but Ruben, you can hear what she's saying.
I'm gonna just start backing up. I've got her in my hand, beak, so.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of start pulling her out, and you do manage to get her out, but she's sort of covered in this sort of magical slime at the moment. What are the rest of you doing?
Eat it.
And Ruben, as the top is removed, you definitely like know that whatever it is that you are looking for is in there. It's in there.
Oh yeah, in the
Yeah.
magic slime.
To all you that can understand,
What color
me
does
and
it
my
radiate?
animal
I
form.
want to know
It's
what
blue.
color the slime.
It's blue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Kool-Aid flavored. Drink it. Do it.
Don't worry, we're gonna come back to you. Don't worry, screw you.
Do it.
Do it.
In fact, you know what? You guys can hear like the echo of his voice just resonating around you.
That's what I assumed. It's just like, do it. Drink it.
It's a little unsettling.
Clearly, we're not drinking it. That's a terrible idea.
Alright, so I take it Melody's gonna say what was down there to everyone now that she's out of the,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Patashard comes to fucking. He don't care.
yeah. I'm gonna be like, in case you guys didn't hear me. Yeah,
Come on, Fang, let's
there's
go.
a platform in there.
I'm gonna transform again, but this time into the Fang knockoff.
Okay. So Patashar, you and Fang just jump in.
Yes.
That's a
Save
yes.
The Kool-Aid.
Okay, yeah. You jump in, and like I said, you kind of just like land in it, and then you just start sinking down, and so you can just be like, later as you're sinking down into it or whatever.
Yeah.
Fang hisses uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Drown.
So you're just like sinking down. And then Ruben, you want to roll a change?
Yeah, I just did. I got a 9.
Okay.
Do you all want to live forever? Let's go.
Yeah.
I just turned into the other fairy,
Is
and
that
I'm
what that
gonna
did to me?
jump on Patashar while he's sinking down.
Okay, so now Patashar is sinking with a ferret on either shoulder, I guess.
Yes.
And so, are your arms crossed? As you're just like going down with ferrets on you?
Hell yeah, man. 2 of them around my shoulders. One's with a Ted in there doing this, hissing, and the other one is Ruben, whatever the hell Ruben's doing.
Yeah.
Also crossing my arms.
Tiny little sunglasses
Yeah.
over his eyes.
Yeah.
Deal with that. Do what I want.
No goatees though. Gray, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna be like, well, can only one person get in this thing at one time?
No, I mean like 2 or 3 could probably get in. It'd be like,
Yeah, fine. I guess I'll jump in.
That's
Do I
a
need to roll
huge ass
for that?
thing, man. Come on.
it might be like a little tight. For
Yeah, I guess I could jump in.
Yeah.
Don't swim
Do,
time.
do you just like step in, or do you dive in, or you cannonball? What's happening?
Dive.
No.
Head first.
Cannonball.
Do a flip.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna step in.
Yeah. Okay. And then you start
Yeah.
sort of descending down too.
Yeah.
And then Melody, what's
with
up?
my hand out like this. Yeah.
Don't leave me with creepy McCreepy. I guess I'm gonna have to try to go back in, even though I just got out.
The
So
goop in your wounds. Do it.
All right. Yeah. So you get back in, still covered in the goo. And as you like go in, it's just like
yeah, I
it's
just kind of slip in.
it's like pulling you in.
If I slather the goo all over myself,
Yeah, remember me, it's
does
fine.
it help me slip and slide faster?
Well, so as Millie jumps in, she literally like just slips in, like it's just like. So yes, if you splash it upon
It
you,
remembers
you'll go
me.
quicker. All right. So everyone starts descending into this goo.
Yeah, I tried to slip in very easily, and then I just kind of went. Boop.
Yeah. And then Gray's head will be the last thing to go in, and just as Gray's head bloops under the surface, we see a skeletal hand reach up from the darkness onto the ledge and grab and pull itself up. And Skria, you've just pulled yourself up to the ledge where they've just jumped in at. What do you do?
I'm gonna scream out, press X to squeeze in the tight spaces and jump in after him.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Press X to squeeze in the tight spaces. You just head first dive into it.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, cool. So you land in it, and you sort of start descending as well. So the rest of you, as you're sort of descending into this room with all the stuff in it, it's like I said, it's sort of hazy and cloudy, and at first all you see is just sort of like a platform underneath you. But as you descend further into it, it becomes kind of clearer and clearer what's going on around you. And then I switch you to the place that you will be.
And then a giant white hand shows up in the sky, starts poking and flicking at us.
Okay, where did we land?
So you're floating down.
Oh God!
You're floating down here.
Skeleton?
And
Mike, did you find this or did you make this?
Oh, I found this. Yeah.
Horse shit. There's the death tree, a vampire skeleton, and an octopus tentacle, which has all happened in the last few things.
Yeah, I found it.
You literally found this?
Yeah, I found it.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Now, to be fair, I found this like 4
All
sessions
been
ago.
leading up to this. It's all been
Yeah.
leading
Oh,
up to
so
the
this was
picture.
pre-built in. I hear you. Okay.
So yeah. And as you sort of descend, you can. So Ruben, as you're coming down, you can definitely tell this is like a perversion of reality. It's not normal. Obviously. And there's like I said, there's like weird stuff floating in the sky. You can see like figures.
Can I point out that I was right about the giant white hand in the background
Yeah.
that's going to poke somebody? What the fuck?
Yeah, I see it.
You just see weird. Yeah.
I was
you-
just thinking master hand, man, not
Yeah,
that.
you see weird imagery in the background, like hands. You can see even like giant creatures just floating across the sky, sort of as you come to land, and you sort of land right here, and you've got this giant sort of skull. There's stuff coming out of it, and you see the giant sort of like tree thing up here.
Oh, there's our raptor. He's dead.
Where is the raptor? I wonder.
I don't know, but there's a skeleton of one right there.
Back in that place
The necropolis.
when we jumped in the fountain, yeah.
Yeah.
Starving to death.
No, he just ate good. He's fine.
So as you sort of stand here, sort of behind the tower and amongst the trees, the dead trees, is there anything you want to do?
Go back up where I came from.
Can't go
I'm
back.
a whisper. Patishar, you can understand animals, right?
Sure can.
Cool. I'm a whisper in his ear that this is a perversion of reality.
Ferret number 2 says this is a perversion of reality, everybody.
This is my reality.
Remember, potential gods.
So while everyone's sitting there,
Discern
sort of like just
fucking realities.
yeah, well, I guess as the rest of you are sitting there doing all of this, Skelly, you sort of land
yes.
amongst these trees over here, just sort of quietly. And so you're just back there in this sort of growth.
Sulking. Wait.
And that's where you are for the moment.
Dude.
All right. So yeah, does somebody want to roll for discern realities then?
I already see
Yeah.
most of what I need to see. Those fucking piranha plants are here too. I can see damn vines and shit. This is where you got all this shit from.
Been planning since the beginning.
Yeah, he has.
All right, that's going to be That's gonna be a 10 for me
Okay.
on the discern realities.
Yep.
So we discern everything.
So, a couple of things to note. The shiny light in the eye is definitely like just like emanating with some serious magic, right? You can just feel stuff coming off of it. Also, the dead tree, as you're looking at it, seems to be creaking and shifting. It's not entirely stationary, right?
Which tree is this?
This right here, you
The
see
one
it?
on top of the skull, man.
Oh well, see, your pictures are all up there, so it's hard for me to.
All right, you can move
Yeah,
them
you're-
around. You can move people's pictures.
Yeah,
around.
Mine are on the bottom, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I can.
Not
I know.
safe.
Yeah. And you do notice, there are bones all over the place. There's a well. It's very similar to the well you saw before. I mean, you're kind of staying a distance away, but you can kind of see a number of things. The buildings are similar from the ones you passed in the town full of skeletons. I mean, a lot of these things are reminiscent of the journey you've taken to get here.
Look from your memories.
I want to look around the well.
All right, cool. So you walk up to the well.
That's probably a good idea.
That is not a good idea.
I'm
just
going to
gonna go
discern
after it.
realities to see if we see what we threw down the other well. Maybe this is a portal back to the necropolis.
What did you throw out in the other well? It was a rock or something? Yeah. Spike, bone? I don't remember.
Something.
Bone.
Well,
It was
yeah,
something
we
very
had a
distinguishable.
monster that fell down in the well.
Yeah, that's that tentacle out of that fucking mouth right
But
there.
I think you
That's
threw
what grabbed you in
one
the
of
face.
the bones or something from the.
I grabbed one of the bones and threw it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, go look at the well and discern realities on it if you want.
That's 14.
And then can you roll to find danger
Shit
too?
out of that well.
Can you roll to the fight danger?
What do you want it on?
Every damn time.
Just roll on your dex.
There's no reason for that.
Cool, that's a 4.
Oh my. The
Put your
moon.
leg in
This
it.
is why we don't look down holes.
Yep.
Cool.
Hey, listen, I rolled a 14. Who thought he would? Well,
So
never
no,
mind, it's
hold on. No, you'll learn everything you need to know about the hole, right?
Oh, you sure will, but it's gonna bite you.
So you look down the hole, and much like the other hole, as it goes only so deep, and then there's sort of that nothingness, that just complete devoid of existence, it almost just sort of wants to draw you in. And as you're staring down it, you are almost entranced, and then you get pegged in the face by the bone that Skelly threw down the other one, and you take 2 damage as it just like pelts you in the face and it knocks you back a few feet.
Well, now we know where the tentacle came from.
Yep.
I'm gonna yell at Padishar and be like, "That's the hole we threw the bone down. Here's the bone." Ah,
I'm going to relay all of this to everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
So is everyone? Where is everyone else at currently? You're still just sitting
Where
here?
do we? Okay.
I mean, Ruben's like right.
Where
here.
did we land? Yeah.
You landed over here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a walk right here. Can I walk right?
Yeah, you can run right there. And what's where's Padishar at?
Where is Padishar at?
Yeah.
Wherever we ended up when we fell out
Okay,
of
so
the sky. to
you
this
haven't
death
moved from
realm.
this spot over here then?
No, not really. I'm just
Okay.
kind of looking at this crazy crap.
And Melody?
Yeah, I'm still pretty bewildered over there with Padishar.
Okay,
Like,
so
just
we
going,
got, we
"What
got
the
both
fuck
Gray
is this
and
place?"
Ruben sort of right in this area. And as you guys are standing there, the two of you anyways, see the giant undead tree start to like lift up. It starts to like raise up from the skull.
fuck.
We can't see that from where we're standing?
You do have sort of this pillar in the way, so you won't see it maybe right away. But these guys are a little closer. So
Because I know that when I discerned reality, I saw the tree.
they've noticed it instantly, sort of.
Yeah, Mike.
I saw it.
Yeah.
We noticed 3 seconds later.
You saw it sort of like moving. So well, like I said, they've got 3 seconds to be like, hey y'all, watch out or whatever before you would notice, right? So 3 seconds is a long time when like the stuff's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What is so?
I'm
What
just
is
observing it.
okay? So you're not saying anything, Gray? What are you doing?
Oh, the tree's moving.
Yeah.
Does everybody see this?
Kill it with fire.
We see it. They've got a few seconds
They'll
before they see it.
They'll see it in about 3 seconds.
I scream out, "Hey, yo, that tree up there, they're moving, yo!"
Cool. They see it. They see it 2 seconds sooner for sure.
Okay.
That's cool because if they
I
hadn't,
don't know how Gray turned real thuggish all of a sudden. But
if they hadn't, I'd have him roll Defy Danger. So there you go. Good job.
you're welcome.
Yeah. So
Good
the tree.
looking out.
Thanks, buddy.
The tree literally stands up, and it looks very much like Myst's sort of evil tree form.
Cool.
And then it starts to speak, and it says in sort of like this multi-tone, like multiple voices at once. It says, "Foolish mortals, why have you deigned to grace my presence here in this place?" Reuben, when this thing is talking, you feel like from the tree is emanating that the power of that orb, the tainted power of the orb, but also sort of mixed in with it, you sense Fey magic and also Fomorian magic.
All right, well, I'm gonna let Padishar know real fucking quick. Hey, I think this is your friend.
I'm going to relay that this could possibly be Myst.
Does anyone say anything to the tree?
Hey, tree, fuck you.
Only two
really
people
have
here
much
know
to
who
say
the
to
tree is,
it.
so.
I fell down a chest.
I'm like, it looks like Myst. Does anybody think it's Myst?
I've never met him.
Nobody here has met him, but you and Gray.
What's a
I mean,
Myst?
I didn't know he could turn into a tree until.
True, so Gray doesn't even know who he is. Only Melody knows.
I mean,
who he is.
I met
Our
him,
party
but I
member
didn't
that
know.
just wandered
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Who was there for that?
So no one really says anything to the tree other than like "F you," I guess. Then okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I'm gonna
okay,
ask the tree if it's natural.
If we think back,
Actually, the only
I know
person that
Ruben
would
wasn't
know
with
it
us, but when
is you
hold on,
and
he left
Skoria.
a copy of his tree form.
Well, I know who he is, but
Yeah.
So what do you
He left
asking?
a copy of his tree form somewhere in town.
And at the
earlier-
guild house.
yeah, and the guild house.
Yeah, earlier I had explained that was what Myst had started looking like. So the people that saw that would have some idea of what Myst should look like.
Padishar's going to say, "What the hell are you?"
And then Ruben, would you say something at the same time, or?
No, I'm polite. I'll let him go first.
How about I yell at the tree and I say, "Where's Myst?"
All right. So it says, "Who am I? Where's Myst?" And then it just like low tone grumble starts chuckling, and it says, "That fool has only been a pawn in my plan. I've waited 200 years for this moment."
Uh-oh.
He says, "That fool and his party tried to end my summoning of Indek, my god, and now I shall have my revenge."
Okay.
It says, "I have been lying in wait all this time, eating away and weakening, and once that fool Lou was gone, I knew it was my turn." He says, "Have you not heard of me, Helba the Banshee?"
Have I heard of Helba the Banshee?
Yeah, so Reuben would have heard of Helba. So Helba would have been one of sort of the generals for the Fomorian army like years and years ago, and one of the Fae that would have spearheaded the campaign to wipe out the Tuatha De Danann years ago.
I'm gonna look at Padishar and be like, "Fuck this bitch."
Ruben Ferret says, "Fuck this bitch."
You said that I can feel like
Blood.
the power of like one of the tainted orbs in it, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's the well, yeah, you can feel like a tainted orb, so you wouldn't know this, right? But you can definitely feel like a tainted orb power coming from it. In fact, you can actually feel the power of two orbs in this room, honestly. The other one is a little more like discreet. You can't tell its exact location.
Cool. I want to crawl inside the tree.
You want to like crawl up the skull and crawl inside the tree?
I am a ferret, and you allowed me to have the move maneuver. So yes, I'm going to use it.
Okay. You can maneuver onto the tree, but you will certainly be defying danger once you're on it. How about that? So you.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay. All right. You scurry up into the tree as it's sort of like having this conversation. And is there anything you want to do before like the defy danger happens? Is there anything you're looking for?
I'm sniffing for the direction where I feel the most of the orb magic.
Okay. So the orb magic is sort of like embedded dead center of the inside of the tree. Now please roll defy danger on your dexterity, I guess.
That's a 6.
Yep. So the tree wraps as you're sitting around. It grabs you and wraps one of its sort of branches around you like a vine, and it raises you into the air, and then spikes protrude from the branch that's calling you, sort of like a what are they? An Iron Maiden, but made out of wood, for sure. And when that happens, you take 4 damage. And then it tosses you down to the ground, sort of bleeding and whatnot. And it says, "I see it's a fight you want, and a fight you shall have." And
Wonderful.
Once I slam into the ground, I'm gonna be like, "Go for the."
Wait a minute. Everybody, stop talking. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
That music. The music's great.
Yep. So,
the music. This is why we can't have nice things.
so yeah, and so the tree fully raises itself out. It sort of sprouts a number of arms and 2 legs, and it starts descending down from the skull towards your general direction where you guys are at. Who's gonna do something?
I'm gonna shoot it with my bow and poison it. That's.
I did shout that. Go for the center, right? Everyone heard that.
All right. And then also, Skria, you're off in the trees. What are you up to?
Well, I see them starting to fight the tree now, so I'm going to start slowly shambling my way closer. Still in the tree line.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't quite want them to see me, because I'm still not quite putting my headspace back together.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that now they're completely focused on something that isn't me.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm trying to put myself into a position behind them.
Yeah.
To do something. I'm not sure yet. Because the voices are still fighting for control right now.
Yeah. So, and so, Patashar, you're shooting it?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Poison arrow.
Yeah, so roll for it.
Right in the center of that bitch. Yes, that is so happening.
All right, roll for damage.
Yeah, it
Oh my
is.
gosh.
Yep, that's normal.
Yeah, cool.
Oh my.
Well,
Are you serious?
it notices you, that's for sure.
Cool. Wow. That's a very, very low percentage of its health. Anyways.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get poison now, right?
All right.
Yeah. So it'll take what is it? It's a D4 damage every
It's
turn.
a 1d4 ongoing every turn.
Yeah.
Does it get a d4 this turn as well, or is it just
it takes like a
afterwards?
moment to it takes a turn to activate, right? So
Has to infect.
right.
All right.
And so it doesn't even notice actually that you've hit it, so it doesn't notice that it's been poisoned.
Good. It's been poisoned.
Yeah.
It doesn't notice it was
Fang chitters maniacally on my head.
So what is Gray up
Alright.
to?
I guess is this thing close enough in range that I can actually hit it, or probably not? Do I have to like throw a rock at this thing?
You could like sort of jump punch at it.
For the turtle.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's descending down. It's probably like made it down to like here by now. So
Sure you can.
Made it down there.
like right in front of the hole.
Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
right down the
I'll
hole.
run over and
It will not
try to jump it.
It will not fit down the hole. By the way, just gonna point that out. It's massive.
Okay, so we can't just throw. We can't
No.
just knock this thing down the hole and set it on
Sorry.
fire. Okay.
We can't
Well.
Sparta it back in the hole. Yeah.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll run over and try to hit this thing.
And don't forget, you've got those claws now. So
Yes. I mean, they're on.
Yeah.
They're equipped.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't get anything plus from them. It just doesn't have. It just ignores the damage. I guess I'll.
it ignores our armor. Yeah.
It's armor. I don't know if it has armor or not, but whatever.
I know.
Yeah. Then I'll do. I'll jump up and do one of my little uppercuts again to hit it.
Yeah. Roll for it on strength. The dose D6.
That.
Is that what your 7 is there? For,
Yeah, that was a dose D6. That
Okay.
was 2.
That's a 10. It's a 10, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
you have
10.
plus- yeah,
That's
okay.
a 10.
Yeah. So then roll for damage.
Okay, so that is a D10, and I get the D4. Not an extra, it's just my other one. Where is that 4? Where's my 4? There it is. I'm gonna have to just roll it like that. So, here we go.
12. Yeah. All right. Cool. And now I
So I
that.
do a jump up and do my. Where are you looking? Yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely like chip away some of its bark when you do it, it still seems a little unfazed. It's still sort of just like meandering around doing its thing, and it's sort of it goes to like sort of swipe at you, but you manage to duck underneath it as it's doing so.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's Melody doing?
I get close enough that I can take the shot, and I use my new pistol bow.
That
And
new
since I
picture
still
is
have
great.
that,
That ferret picture is great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah. So roll roll on.
So we'll see if I
on your decks.
dex.
Yep.
That's a 7,
Okay. All right.
and I get an additional D4. So it's the bow,
Yep. So be
and I get an additional D4 dice
Well,
because of my arcane art. So
What's
we'll see.
the bow is, or the thing is 3d4. Yeah. The
Oh, okay. So I guess I have.
so you would have 4d4 right now total.
Okay, so I have the 3, and then I had the additional one for the arcane art. So
Yeah.
3 D4 dice and 1 D6. All right. That's 16 damage.
Nice. Yeah. So your bows hit it. Your arrows hit it sort of all across its body, sort of embedding it into the wood, chipping away at its tough exterior. When you do it though, it definitely
And I
takes.
will mark off one of the 6.
Yeah, it definitely takes notice of you though. Yep.
Of course, yeah.
And
Where'd my...
it sort of shoots out splinters at you, and they all like hit you in the body, and so you basically are just like covered in
Owie.
splinters, and you take just 2 damage though. Look at that, so nice. But also at this time, it sort of pulls its tree arms up, and when it does, there's a number of bones on the ground. There are 4 skeletal creatures that raise up from the ground. They look like sort of giant ratmen. They're actually, you guys wouldn't necessarily know this, but they're the remains of some plague beasts. And there's one with a mace. There's one with a scythe. There's one and 2 casters, and one has a staff and one has a book.
This isn't good.
So there's 4 of them now in a fucking tree.
Yes.
Artifacts of power.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some of the plague beasts might have names like Ted and Staffy, but
And
you know,
Bill.
and
Stephanie.
Bill.
Oh no.
But you wouldn't know that.
Out of character. Oh no.
Yeah. So, these characters were murdered actually in the spot just above. So, anyways, but they raise up. They look pretty menacing. What's Ruben up to?
How big is the tree's eye hole?
I would say the eye holes are probably.
Why?
I don't know,
Those are
man.
pretty big, man.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Those are pretty big. Like, you can't, like, deny that. Those are huge.
Yeah, I mean,
a fucking beach ball would go through those things easy.
yeah, definitely a beach ball would fit through it. I was thinking like maybe Captain America shield size, you know.
Cool.
That
as a
thing is
parrot-
that skull is bigger than some of the buildings around, and it's only an eye hole as big as a
No.
shield.
The tree is what's coming down. It's not the skull. The skull's still.
Oh,
sitting there.
okay. I thought that
Yeah.
skull was. I was
The
like,
skull,
we have a
the
serious
skull with
problem.
its glowing eye and
Okay, all right.
open mouth
You're talking
and
about this right
pointed
here.
teeth are still there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean that thing still towers like, you know, on its own, you know, a little taller than one of these buildings. I mean, it's massive.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I'm gonna use my maneuver again to jump in the eye hole,
Okay. All right.
and that's gonna transform me back into a furbolg. So now I'm a furbolg in a tree.
Yep. You are a furbolg in an eye hole in a tree.
Yeah.
So poof, you're a furbolg in an eye hole. Are you doing anything as you transform into the furbolg?
I'm gonna whip out the stick of flamethrower and shove it in there.
Okay. All right. So you'll sort of cast that like you would any spell. So it'll be 2d6 on your wisdom for
Alright.
casting fireball. Basically.
That's a 12.
Yeah. So you start lighting it up ablaze on the inside. For that. Now it would normally do like area of effect. There's only just the one enemy inside, right? Normally you do a d6 damage to like things in your path. Because it's just one thing and it's internal, you can roll 2d6, and you can you'll set it afire also.
Neat. 10 damage.
Yep, 10 damage, and then at this point it'll also take an additional d4 damage. So if Padishar will roll a d4 as well.
Yeah, D4.
Yep.
All the damage.
Yeah, cool. So let me do the math. Yep. Cool. So yeah, and now parts of the tree's eye are on fire. It has a flaming eye. Ruben, but you've lit it on fire with yourself inside. Like I'm not entirely sure how you're going to avoid that. Can you roll a
Plus,
defy
Ruben's
danger
supposed
for
to
your
hate-
poor
he's supposed
decisions?
to hate fire, but he's setting things on fire.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can now. But I already have a plan to avoid it. What am I rolling it on?
Roll that on your, I guess, dexterity for getting out. Or how do you want to get out? How do you want to avoid the fire?
I'm gonna turn into a rock man.
Okay. So let's roll that on dexterity for the ability to turn quick enough, and then if you win that, then you can roll to turn to a rock man.
No.
You're not fast enough, no. So you will get burned as well. So let's get you with some d6 damage.
Well, I'm fine taking the burn. I'm still gonna end up turning into a rock man.
So you just take one burn damage as a result of setting the hole that you're in on fire. Trying to this thing's walking around with a flaming eye and a furbolg sticking out of it, right? Like Winnie the Pooh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty angry, I think, at this point, and it's probably just going to sort of like try and dump you out. So it's going to like lurch forward and try and just dump you out of its eye hole. Meanwhile, is Skria doing anything yet, or is Skria just biding Skria's time?
Let's find out. No, so yeah, okay. Hey, let's have Joel do this. Joel, what does the hobgoblin want right now?
Oh God.
So I'm hiding off in the woods. I see them fighting this giant shear. We know for a fact that Melody has has killed hobgoblins, and we're still really fucking upset about that.
No, that is true. The last time it came about, the hobgoblin wanted to murder the shit out of her.
Absolutely murder the shit out of her.
I don't think that's going to change. I think hobgoblin wants you to do something terrible.
Now, I have to ask, is the hobgoblin not terrified of the giant, like, tree thing?
True.
The hobgoblin doesn't like the firing eyeball. Fire's bad. But he's not attacking the tree, so he's not really worried about it.
Okay. Well, if we're not too worried about it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw my sword and try to approach Melody from behind.
Okay.
The entire time she's going to hear this low cackling noise.
Let's,
That's not very stealthy, but okay.
I'm a hobgoblin right now.
Okay,
Right.
well, does that mean I get an advantage? Because I hear the cackling and
yeah,
like. What
let's. So I mean, you obviously you have some like real deal stuff going on in front of you. So let me get you to roll Defy
Okay,
Danger. You'll get a +1, and roll that on your sort of intellect, I guess. So roll an intellect plus an additional 1.
Oh no! Oh, thank God, that's a 10.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you definitely like hear something creeping up behind you, enough to notice it.
It was gonna be a 9. Yeah.
So do you do anything about the thing encroaching behind you?
Yeah, of course. I take a hit at it. I guess with my my gun, pistol, bow thing.
Well,
Yep,
it's
let's see if
still
that
it's still
works
some
on
distance,
Dex.
but yeah, I mean shooting it, you'd have like some sort of advantage.
Shoot me. Shoot me in the face.
That's an 8.
Okay.
So that means I can do it, but with consequence.
Well,
So let's see.
let's get you to roll the 5 danger then, Skelly.
What am I rolling it on?
You can
What's
roll it.
happening?
Yeah, you can roll on your dex or
11 then.
yeah.
It's happening.
All right, cool. So you're gonna shoot him, and it's gonna glance off of his armor basically. So, but it'll stop his approach at least for the moment because he's being fired upon.
Okay.
So success, but not the success you want. And but no damage.
Aw,
because
Okay.
you know, he's in hobgoblin mode.
Yep.
While they're having their
Oh,
interaction,
okay.
what is Gray up to?
Gray's going to try to hit this thing again.
Okay, and while Gray's doing that, what's Patashar up to?
Fang is going to whisper into Padashar's ear, poison them all. So I'm going to whip out my new move called Blot Out the Sun. And it says, when you do a volley, spend extra ammo before rolling. Each point of ammo spent, you may choose extra targets.
Okay.
One roll applies to all damages, to all
Okay.
targets. So I'm going to choose all of them, which I believe is 5?
Okay.
6? No, it's 6 with Scully.
Okay.
So I'm gonna expend 6 arrows instead of 1. So let me get into my inventory here and knock down 6. 6, 7. All right, that's 7. All right, and Fang and me are rolling for this bad boy. It's an 8. So that's gonna happen.
Okay.
And then roll for an 8. Oh my! Everybody gets 8 damage.
Yep. So here's the thing. Right. You fire all of them up, and they are all coming down. Just before they hit, the one with the staff holds its hand out and draws you to him, sort of almost like the Scorpion get over here move. So he brings you in, and he's going to bite down on your head, right? He's going to bite down. The arrow pierces through his snout and then pokes you in the top of the head as well. So you get pierced by your own arrow, but the poison would have come off on him, so you don't get hit by the poison. You just get
Okay,
hit
I
by
would
the
be
arrow.
like, man, fuck you, Mike. You just poisoned me, man.
And the and it would have he would have absorbed some of the impact too. So instead of 8 damage, it's only going to be 6 on you. But yeah, they will all take the 8 damage, and I have to do the mathematics again. This guy right here. Okay. Cool. And then Gray, you're making an attack on the big thing, and so are you rolling on that? All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll on that. That's an 11.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Yeah, I am.
Roll some of the damages.
Roll the damage. Really? Of course it was. And I guess I'll just roll. Son of a fucking bitch. Of course it would.
You gently pet the tree.
Yeah, and then I'll get mine. Yeah, 3. Yeah, it gets 3 damage from my. Yeah, Jesus.
Do you want to do an additional D4 opening yourself up to attack?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right.
Do it.
Cool. So yeah, you just sort of chip away at its bark. You're just like, haha, I'm just like shaving down the bark. It's cool. No one notices me. All right, cool. And then Ruben, what are you up to?
Have I been unceremoniously dumped out of the eyes?
You're definitely like on the ground now as it's sort of dealing with other things.
Cool. I'm gonna turn into a boar.
Okay. All right. Roll for it.
Rolling the dice. 7.
Wow. All right. Cool. So yeah, you're a boar. How does that transformation go down?
The first starts going towards my back, and tusks sprout out of my mouth.
Okay.
Get down on all fours and just.
Right.
Ray immediately says, I ate a boar once, but that was only to survive.
Cool. So, you become a boar. Do you want to take any actions as a boar?
I'm immediately using my first thing to rut down, so I get a +1 AC.
Okay.
Move. One of the moves, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, all right. And then what are the voices up to?
Oh, let's. I'm right now charging at Melody, but let's see what. Oh, I actually have control, guys.
Hey.
Look at it! It happens. So I'm gonna be as I'm charging at her. I'm actually gonna like stop and kind of skid in place, like sword raises. I'm looking at Melody here,
Okay.
and then realize that I can very faintly feel the orbs.
Yeah.
Very faintly. And then in a moment of clarity, I realize I am falling the fuck apart. I'm gonna look at Melody and be like, I don't like you. I fucking hate you.
Okay.
But right now, I fucking hate whatever's in that tree more.
Okay.
Oh.
So stay away from me.
All right.
I'm gonna go into that tree. I'm gonna start running for the tree.
You're gonna go into the tree?
Going for the tree.
All right. Yeah. Roll on strength.
What the fuck, man?
It's happening.
Oh, it's totally happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going into that tree.
Yeah. Roll your damage.
It's not for a lot. It's not for a lot.
All right. Cool. And what was the your sword had a boon on it, but I forget what it was.
That's the boon. It's an extra D4. So I roll an extra D4 for my
okay.
crusade, an extra D4
Yeah.
for my sword. So it's
you
six.
get 6 damage total.
Great.
Where are you hitting the tree at?
Well, I know that the orb is somewhere towards the top, so I'm gonna be trying to like hit it with my sword.
It's like in the center, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm at the bottom, so I'm gonna try to hit it, like kind of like stab it, like take it both hands over my head and stab it, and try to use it as like leverage to go up the tree.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot.
Yeah. So as you sort of stab the tree and you do some damage of it, the tree takes note of you and it sort of looks down and it says, Your very existence is powered by the orbs.
It is, and what do you know about the orbs? Other than it makes me live this cursed existence.
It says, I know things about the orbs you couldn't even dare deign to understand. Those orbs are older than any of the time you've known or could even conceive. The orbs are pointless in the hands of mortals.
Good thing I'm no longer immortal, and you will tell me the secrets of the orbs even if I have to rip them from your chest.
It says, oh, you're mortal enough. Your existence shall cease before you even know it.
Oh yeah, he just stepped on a ladybug a minute ago. By the way, just FYI.
Yeah, well, it's questionable that much of anything in here is living other than you guys, right? And then there is some life to this tree thing, but you know that's also like it's very ambiguous. So yeah. So let's see. Wheeled over the roundup. What is Melody up to?
I'm just going to shoot it again until I run out of arrows. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot at the tree.
And you're fully trusting of Skelly at the moment, then?
Huh?
You're fully trusting of Skelly at the moment.
Am I what?
Fully trusting of Skelly. I mean, he's having this back and forth with the tree, but you're definitely still focused on the tree, then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because tree. All right. So that's on Dex. So that's a 8.
Okay. Yeah. So shoot.
And once I'm out of arrows, we'll figure out something else. So, until then, that's 13 on the tree.
All right, cool. So, yep.
Let me.
You guys are racking up some points on this guy. Yeah. So you shoot the tree. Just after you shoot it, the Ted, the plague beast with the hammer, catches you right in the back and knocks you several feet forward, and you land slightly bent over the hole. Your face is staring down into it. You don't fall in, but you take the hit and you suffer 5 damage as you land right there in front of the hole.
Okay.
What is Gray up to?
What is Gray up to?
I'll be right back, guys. I can still hear you.
What is Skelly doing again? What was Skelly doing?
He's stabbing the shit out the tree.
He stabbed the tree and then he's arguing with it.
Yeah, I overhead stabbed the tree for climbing, and now I'm arguing with the tree. It's pretty much my life right now.
Can actually Gray ask the tree a question?
If you want to try to, yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask it a question like why? Oh God, what? There was.
So be careful with your question here.
Yeah.
It's not a genie.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows what it is?
I grant
If you give me
$20
$20 and a McChicken, I'll kill these guys. What do you say? Deal?
So where is Myst exactly? That's because that's who we've been looking for. Like.
So that's what you asked the tree?
Yes. Where is Myst?
Okay. Roll charisma to see if it how it's
2d6.
Yeah, 2d6 on your charisma.
Come on, 12. Charisma 0, so that's 8.
8. So
That's an 8.
That's bearable, right? So it sees you and it sort of notices you as well, and it says, "Oh, the great pretender speaks to me." He says, "I sense ancient magic in you as well." He says, "You want to know where the fool Myst is? I will show you." And it opens up its chest cavity, and hung inside it like Jesus is Myst, just completely unconscious. It opens it up and it says, "See the full son of Lu, the god. See how I've manipulated him. He never knew that I resided in his amulet the whole time, that I was his great undoing, that I will be everyone's great undoing. How could he have known? And then it closes back up, and he says, "But don't concern yourself with that. You won't live much longer."
Okay.
And then what?
Oh, then I guess we're just going to fight then.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're having your conversation with it. What is Padishar doing while they're sort of having a conversation?
Well, since how we've come back around to Padishar, he wants to roll his D4 of poison for everybody.
Okay,
Since how they're already pre-poisoned.
Yep, go ahead.
Everyone that's been hit by an arrow takes 3 more damage.
Yep, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, and
Hold
then
on. Give me 1 second.
no problems. Do all your maths.
Yep. Yep. And then... and so I'm going to say you've sort of managed to wriggle free from this guy's hold now, and it's got the arrow sticking into his snout.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you've sort of just pushed free of him. What are you doing?
Attacking him because he fucking stuck me to him.
Yeah.
Me and Fang are gonna jack his ass up with my double whatever the crap that thing was called.
Okay.
Viper Strike. There we go. All right, so that's happening. Jeez.
Okay.
And got it. No 1 and a no, not a 10. What the hell? What did I just roll? That's a 1. I need a D8, not the bottom one. There, 6, so 7.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And so this is this guy. Yep. It's this guy. Yep. All right. So that's 7 damage. Yep.
I'll say I don't know which one pulled me in, Mike. That was you.
Yeah. It's the guy with the staff.
Oh, the magic user.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Staffy.
Yeah. So yeah. You definitely like deal your damage to him. He's none too pleased about it. There's nothing he can really do on you though. You sort of like maneuvered pretty well. What is Ruben doing?
Ruben's gonna rush to attack whichever one's holding the book.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's 7.
All right.
So that's D6 for 3 damage.
Cool. All right. How do you hit him?
I assume in the balls. I'm kind of low to the ground.
Cool. Yeah, you do your boar charge. You sort of hit him right in the scrotal area. Of course, he's just a skeleton, so you're usually just hitting his pelvis because there's no balls to hit. And you sort of knock him back. And when you do it, he takes the book and he opens it up and he brings it down on top of you, and you disappear into the book.
Wow.
Yeah. And for the moment, you are out of sight. What is Melody up to?
Well, I guess we're just gonna take another shot at the tree again.
Okay.
And we're gonna miss.
Cool. Hold on for that a moment.
Pretty poorly.
Yep. What is Skria doing?
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna still be climbing the tree. So my goal is still get to the chest cavity. Now that I've seen the open chest cavity, right?
Yeah.
And as I'm climbing, attention back on me.
All right.
I don't know what you are, but 2 things have killed me, and I've come back both times. And if I die a 3rd time, I can guarantee I'm coming back for those orbs.
Okay.
Whatever torment this is, you're part of it.
All right. And it's sort of going about its business still because it's doing stuff. So are you attacking?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just as I'm climbing up, just gonna keep swinging.
Roll for the attack. Yeah.
Yep. It's happening.
Okay.
So boop, boop, and boop. Wow. Well, that is 17.
17. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wow. You definitely like chip a nice size of it away from his chest, and it takes a few steps back. When it does, you sort of just fall to the ground. Not in a way that it gets hurt, but when you fall to the ground, you sort of step back into Melody, and then she sort of trips and stumbles backwards. As she's stumbling backwards, the guy with the scythe uppercuts her, like in the side, and he's gonna do 7 damage to Melody. Because she was trying to make her attack and, was not paying attention. She got bumped. She stumbled backwards. He cuts her. And it was Skria who bumped you, but not intentional. It just happened. I don't know how you intend to see it, but that's what happened.
Did I discharge the arrow or no?
Yeah. So the arrows would flown off.
Did I still discharge?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. All right. I'll
So,
mark it off then.
and so that's all going on. What is Gray up to?
Gray is going to go and try to climb up this thing and hit it. Get to that hole.
Okay.
Where he saw that. Okay, you're gonna roll for doing that.
Let's roll. Let's just roll an attack for right now.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
That's the attack then. That's on strength. That's 8, 10, 11. That's 11.
Okay, yeah. So you're basically gonna lunge, and you can, when you attack, you can sort of like stick your claw into it and like sort of lodge yourself into place.
All right,
you jump
we're
to.
gonna roll for damage. That's 6, and then we'll do the other D4. That's 9.
Cool.
Or sorry, 6, 7, 8. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So cool. So yeah, you jump up and you like punch your claws into it, and they stick into place, and so you sort of like a secure place on the bottom half of its torso, where you could probably start climbing back up. And so you're just like, but you're like stuck in it right now. You're on it.
Yeah.
You're riding.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah. And Patashar, what are you up to?
I'm going to try to kill the butthole still that pulled me to him.
Yeah.
I'm not digging that guy at
Yeah.
all. But first, I'm going to roll a poison dice. That's another 3 for everybody.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So let's see. I do the maths. You're gonna be. And you're gonna be. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
All right, so me and Fang are going to jack this dude up in front of me. Yes, we are.
All right.
1d8, 1d4. That's 6 damage.
Cool. Yeah. So how are you gonna attack him?
Just coming across shoulder to shoulder. Both hands.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely like cut off parts of his rib cage. And they come loose as you like come like shoulder to shoulder, and he drops his staff to the ground and sort of like tries to like hold in the pieces that are falling off of him, and sort of is preoccupied maybe at the moment by that process. So what is let's see, we have. Did that? Yeah. What is Ruben up to?
Hanging out inside a book.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. You're inside this book, and it's actually like a weird space that you're in. It's Have you ever seen how they do like Winnie the Pooh books, where they like can run from page to page, but they're like literally inside the book, right?
Yeah.
So you're like running around there with numbers. So you're literally like on a page. And there are numbers floating above your head, and letters and like weird runic writings, and you're sort of in the parchment of the book, like some sort of animated character.
You are the reading rainbow.
Yeah.
Nice. As a boar,
Yeah.
what all is around me in this weird fantasy page world?
Yeah, it's literally like scribblings of like maybe some like ancient spells. There's some diagrams. It seems to be written in blood, and so that's sort of what's in there with you.
Cool. I'm gonna try to discern some realities on those writings.
Okay, cool. Yeah, roll on the wisdom.
That's 10.
Yeah. Okay. So it's sort of an old plague beast, like Ratman language, but it's pretty ancient. It's not something that would be around now, but it would have been even like from your time. You would have recognized that it's something that would have been used by like beastmen for very like shamanistic rituals. The current page you're on is sort of like it's like gravity magic, but it does require like that you sacrifice like people to do it.
Neat. I'm gonna keep flipping through the pages.
Well, see, you can run from one page to the next, but see, I guess you can roll on strength to try and break the barrier from one page to the next.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. So you're going to continue your journey on the pages and be in no way helpful to the rest of the group whatsoever. And we'll.
Oh, I'm gonna find some spells.
We're going to see what they're doing. All right. So Skria, what are you up to?
No. Cool. Okay. So because I've stumbled back and everything. Like, watch where you're standing. Can't believe it. I have to work with you. Wait. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh my god.
It's perfect. You have it in you. I wonder what it would do if I got it back. It brought me back to life once. What would it do again?
No.
I'm gonna take this sword. I'm gonna swing it right at Melody, and I'm gonna scream, "Give it back!"
Okay. Well, roll on strength for that.
Okay.
What's happening? It's an 11.
Yep. All right. Cool. So now,
All right.
at player level, what is it that you're looking for?
Black blood. She has it in her.
Ah, yeah.
I already know.
She does.
Yeah, she does, and I know that it interacts with something with the orbs. And if I can't get to the orbs in the tree, then I'm going to try to give it something it might want.
Cool. So yeah, roll your damage.
Ten.
All right. So Melody, are you still alive?
Barely, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Where do you cut her?
So because I've kind of stumbled into her, I'm just going to do like a stabbing motion right into her stomach. Like I'm going to try to maximize like the amount of blood that would come out of her.
Okay. Yeah. So you definitely like pierce her stomach. And I mean she is obviously bleeding. But I guess how do you plan to extract the black goo?
Well, I'm just going to need as much blood as possible.
Okay. All right.
First step, get the blood. Second step, figure out how the hell I'm going to get it out of this person.
Yeah. So it's the blood starts flowing out of her. Now, while you're doing that, obviously everyone around you is maybe aware of it. I don't know. Does anyone sort of notice this happen and do anything about it, or are you preoccupied with what you're doing?
Pretty sure I'm preoccupied with the skeleton.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that's fine.
Wizard in front of
that's
me.
entirely. Yeah.
I'm in a book.
Yeah, you're in a book, and then Gray, you're still battling with the. Gray's still stuck in the tree, so he's probably not seeing this happen actually. So yeah, it's really just the two of you.
I don't think I can see it happening. Can I see it happening? Can I not?
Maybe
Am
not,
I
because
pretty
you're
high up?
dangling from a tree, right? So let's. So Melody, you've got a sword in your belly. Are you doing anything about that?
I have to heal.
Yeah. Okay.
That's really the only option. I have to try to heal. That's a 9.
Okay. All right. So not a 10 or above. So
Nope. It is not.
yeah. So you heal. Roll on your healing.
Okay. Okay. Whew. All right.
How much do you heal for?
I got a 7. I got a 7 back, but that doesn't do a whole bunch.
But
That's
remember
better than
one.
nothing.
Remember, you're damaged by healing too, so that's.
Oh, all right.
Yep. So that's.
Yeah, I took that one off. Trust me.
You're healing for 6, and when you do,
Basically, yeah.
you feel the access to your magic close off, and it's gonna be closed off for 2 turns. That you won't have access to.
No.
But what we're seeing is the wound starts healing around the blade, but not before several ounces of blood spill forth, running down the blade. Does Skria do anything with that blood that's running down the blade?
Yeah, so because the swords kind of seem to be kind of trapped as a wound healing, I'm going to quickly reach into my pack and grab like a vial, because I know I have vials in there. And I'm going to be trying to collect the blood that is coming out.
All right, roll on Dex for the ability to sort of scoop it up.
That's a 10.
Okay, yeah. So you definitely managed to bottle some of the blood up in a vial, and the healing of the wound is starting to reject the blade and push it out. As you're sort of doing this, but you do manage to get some of the blood.
Yes. Some of it, but I need more.
Yeah.
I need more of it.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Gray, you're dangling from a tree. What's happening?
I guess I'm going to try to. Am I even anywhere near where that opening was?
You're probably like 6 feet or so down from it, maybe.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to. Ooh, is there any way that I can? Is there any way I could like launch myself up to that and stab into it?
Yeah, you can roll on strength to sort of like propel yourself up.
Okay, let's try that. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you launch yourself up, and you can take an attack basically to sink it back into the further up if you want.
Yeah, let's do this.
So let's roll your damage. Yeah.
Right at the opening. That's garbage, but we'll try for the extra 4. Come on, B4. That's okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna do 7 damage.
7.
And that's yep. Now when you stab sort of where the opening would be, but it's obviously closed and armored. But you're gonna sink your claws in. Can you roll Defy Danger? It's not necessarily for you, but can you roll it on?
Okay.
Let's roll on Dexterity.
Okay. All right. I'll roll Defy Danger. This thing's still coming open. Oh Jesus! Wow. That's 10, 11. That's 11.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you sink your claws in, but you manage to put it in a placement where it's not like sinking into mist necessarily. So it does go into the tree, but you're not hitting him, as it were. And so the Defy Danger was for Myst.
Okay.
Who's inside the tree but unconscious.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So you are now at the area where the opening would be if you could pry it open or cut it open, possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. What is Patashar doing?
Patashar's gonna roll a poison die.
Yep.
Maybe. 2 for all of you.
Okay.
Yeah, Patashar and Fang are still going to attack the butthole with the now dropped staff and maybe missing some rib pieces.
Yep. Okay.
With a double strike. So that's an 8. And that's definitely happening, so that's of course it's a 1. And a 3, so that's 4 damage. Yeah.
4 damage. You'll murder him. So tell me how you do.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's unarmed too. I mean, he's like sort of still clutching at his like bones, trying to stop himself from falling apart. So how do you kill him?
I just take him like scissors and go across his neck, chop his head off.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you sort of decapitate him. His head rolls to the side. The rest of the bones just fall to the ground, completely limp. Let me get everybody to roll Defy Danger.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Does that include me in the book?
Okay.
Yep.
It's not fine.
Everybody.
On what?
You can roll on Strength or Dexterity or Constitution.
Definitely gonna
Ooh,
roll on
6.
strength.
Mine's over 10, so.
Okay, I gotta roll on con.
Yeah, I got a 7. That's
I got a 9.
All right. So, Ruben, you got a 6?
Yep.
Cool. And then, who got the 7 to 9s?
I got a 7.
I did. I got a 7.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I got a 9.
Okay. So the guy with the book puts his hand on it and like starts conjuring, and then he opens it up and points it at Gray, and shoots Ruben out like a missile.
Can I? No.
Yep.
No.
So
No. I was there. I was where I needed to be.
You're literally a flying pig.
So Ruben doesn't hit Gray though. Ruben hits the tree where Gray is anchored in, but he hits it with like his face. So Ruben, you're gonna take 6 damage as your face hits the front of the tree. It's gonna knock the wood free. Gray, you fall. Gray, roll. You can roll on strength. Try and anchor yourself as you fall down to not fall all the way to the ground if you want.
Please.
Yeah.
Please roll a 12. That's still 8, 9, 10, 11. That's an 11.
So you managed to anchor back down to where you were before hitting the ground. Meanwhile,
Man, shouldn't that stab take that thing? Shouldn't that thing take damage from me anchoring myself? That's just an ask.
Nah, you're
Okay.
okay. You're lucky enough to like not fall to the ground. So
Okay, I accept that.
yeah.
Does it take stab damage from my face?
Yeah, no, because your face just basically gets like careened into it.
Okay, like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
But I have tusks.
And then Patashar and Melody. So
Makes sense.
Melody, the guy with the mace, sort of goes to hit you. You mostly dodge it, but you do catch just a little bit across the shoulder as you're jumping out of the way. It's only 2 damage. Then
Okay.
Patashar, the guy with the scythe, pulls the scythe underneath you to try and trip you. You do jump over it, but you have a little bit of a stumble when you land, and you sort of back into some craggy rocks, and
Take maximum damage.
you just take 3 damage.
You've come through for me, Mike.
As you sort of stumble a little bit, and because there's 5 of them on the field, and a lot of them are being mostly ignored for the most part. So that's what's happening there with all of that. So let's talk to let's see, probably Ruben or Skria. Who was the last one to go? Which one did you? Skria, what's going on?
Well, I now have some more vials, but I need more. And I remember what the voice told me, but I'm still driving forward. I'm going to pick up my sword, and as I go in for the next swing, be like, you will give me what I want.
Wow.
I don't care what the gods say. I don't care what my mission is. You're going to die, and that thing is going to tell me what's going on.
All right.
I'm going to swing again. And it's not happening. The universe decided it's not happening.
Wow, that is a no.
I mean, it's a 5, but like it's not happening.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
All right. So
That is a guaranteed no.
yeah. So he's running at
Does he
you.
somehow accidentally heal me? That'd be great.
No. He's running at you. But in his anger and his rage and sort of his frustration even, he's sort of left himself wide open.
Hubris.
What do you want to do, Melody?
I'm gonna take my gunbow and shoot shit out of him. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Okay. All right.
So
So go ahead and roll for the attack, the damage.
okay. That's a 12.
All right. So Skria, you're gonna take the 12 damage.
Okay.
Yep. And when she shoots you, she breaks the vial that you've got tucked away, and the blood gets all over you. When that happens, we'll resolve that in just a second. All right, things are going to happen to you, but Melody did not roll.
Okay.
Did not roll.
No.
Did not roll perfectly, right? So more things for her. The tree.
More consequences.
Right. The tree. It's so technically the entity that is possessing Myst, that is the tree. Her name is Helba. She's a banshee, but she's sort of ascended beyond like a physical form. Anyways, takes note of the sort of the black blood like scenario. She like, because your blood's been exposed. The tree sort of like sees you, and it says, "Oh, I see you've been infected. That would make a fine addition to my magic." And so the tree reaches down and grasps you and starts picking you up. And so it's just sort of just like raising you into the air. We're gonna get back to Skria in just one second. But what's Ruben doing?
Where is Ruben?
He is still in the book.
No.
He's not in the book anymore.
No,
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're about that.
shot at
you fall into
got
the
it.
ground. You're all sort of fighting in this general area, so you're somewhere in here.
Except
on the ground.
me.
I'm gonna pop out of my boar form
Okay,
and try to distract the tree
how you gonna do
with
that?
the fact that I'm a fur bulk.
Okay, all right. So
Don't I know you from somewhere?
So you're just like, hey, look at me, a rolling charisma.
Actually, it's gonna be more like, hey, fuck you. 10.
Yeah, you definitely like gather all of its attention. It sees you, the Furbolg that you are, and even like recognizes you, and it says, "Accursed Reuben, were you not sealed away?"
Your magic balls can't hold me.
You're a haunted sandwich.
And it says, no matter. I have the power now to do what I could not then. You are but a remnant of the Tuatha De Danann, and you'll be snuffed out as they were. So it definitely like sort of
I
starts.
Flipper the bird.
Starts. It's still raising like melody up, and as it's talking to you, Skria. When the black blood covers your bones, you slip into your consciousness, and you're sort of in a darkened room, and all the voices in your head, that were always in the background, they suddenly all go quiet, and you hear another voice, one you've never heard before, and it says, "I see you're not like the others. What do you seek in this place?"
I seek vengeance. This cursed existence is the fault of those around me. I am bound to them by some entity.
It says, "And what of your vengeance? You achieve it, then what?"
Don't know. Never had time to think. Maybe rest. Maybe find more that need vengeance upon them.
It says, "Are you just a senseless animal, brazen only to your instincts, or do you want want more purpose to your life than silly vengeance, mindless violence? Don't you want a purpose? A plan?
What purpose do you have to give me? Could you offer that the other voices could not?
Oh, what it is that I seek is the end to all the mortal races.
That that I can get behind.
It says, excellent. Well then,
What do you require of me?
it says, I'm sure by now you've noticed the orbs of power contain more than what they seem.
Yes, I have indeed. It has been vexing to me. Their purpose. Are you suggesting I should retrieve the other ones?
It says, my time here grows short. You see, I have been here for scores of millennia. I have been trapped in this place, and only incompetent fools try and resurrect me, but they cannot do it. No one can. But maybe I could piggyback off of your existence and give you what I seek, the end of all mortals. If you could, belay your attack for the moment. Do you see upon the brazen skull there on the mountain? There is a light in its eye. Fetch me that light.
I can do that. I can.
And
do
then,
that.
then you sort of snap back to reality. Now, obviously, the rest of you on character level have not heard any of this, right? Scaly's just sort of like gone, crazy.
Very quiet and very still.
Yeah. So Scaly's resolving all of that. What is Gray doing?
Climbing back up there and stabbing that hole again.
Yeah, do it.
That is definitely happening. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. That's yeah.
Yeah, roll
that's
damage.
Good lord. Oh, that's a.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're gonna roll the. Extra 4 for that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Then we do the mathematics. Sweet.
Do I need to roll a defy danger for him again?
Nope. So you get your claws in, and you manage to crack open a gap in the center where it would open up, and so you can see just like slightly inside. You can see like Myst's body cradled in the center of it, through an opening that you've made with those claws, and the tree who was arguing with Reuben stops and sort of takes notice, and he says, "Get away from there! No business have you there. Don't you have some other task you should be accomplishing right now anyways?
Stab it.
I can see inside of you. I know what you are." And as he's saying that, Patashar, what are you up to?
Poison.
Yep. Roll it.
That's a 2 for everybody.
Okay.
And
Yep.
Patashar saw the scary book guy, and he's not digging that dude.
Yep.
So me and Fang are gonna do the same double sword stabby stab.
Okay. Roll for it.
That is happening.
Ooh.
All right.
D8. Oh, nice. And a D4. That's not bad. 8
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Do you want to roll an additional D4 opening yourself up to attack?
Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Nice.
Of course.
That's a 4!
Yeah, you'll kill him. So
Yes!
I mean, you were 1 HP away from killing him, so there we are.
Cool.
Yeah. So tell me how you murder a book dude.
I scissor his fucking head just like I did the other one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you definitely chop his head off.
And Fang chitters with excitement.
Yeah. So but obviously, because you've done some extra moves and stuff, you're definitely open to attack at this point. Yeah. So the guy with the hammer literally throws it at you.
Sweet.
Yeah. It careens you in the back of the head, knocking you forward. You take 8 damage.
Kills me instantly.
Yeah. You take 8 damage as it knocks you to the ground. And that's what happens there. What is Melody up to?
Can I do anything being lifted by the tree?
Yeah. So it's still just lifting you in the air. So you can try and like get free of it if you wanted to. Also,
or heal yourself before you die.
She can't.
Oh, that's right. Your magic
One more
shield.
turn. Yeah, for one more turn.
And
Get
so
the fuck out of there. Then.
Ruben can take a chance to do something too. Ruben, are you doing anything by the way?
Yeah, he's gonna transform.
Okay. While you're transforming, let's go back to the sacrifice and.
Okay. So what do I roll on to try to get free?
Yeah, you can roll on Dex or Strength.
Okay, definitely Dex. That's an 8.
All right. So you start wriggling free, and as you're doing it, the tree like spikes into you like Iron Maiden style. You take just 1 damage.
Are you
Hey, not a lot.
damage?
Oh my god!
Wow.
It does draw some blood off of you through these spikes into its body.
Hungry.
And the tree sort of like shudders and even looks a little excited before dropping you to the ground.
My blood is magically delicious, apparently.
So it drops you down. Ruben, you rolled what would you roll there?
7.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I poof into an owlbear.
Okay, poof, owlbear. Cool. Are you doing anything as an owlbear at this moment?
No, but I'm prepping myself to fuck up the tree.
Okay. All right. Cool. So let's go back to Skria. What are you doing there, buddy?
For a small moment, I appreciate quiet. There are no voices. There's nothing compelling me. Quiet. But in that half moment, I look towards the skull. I see that gleaming eye, and I remember what that voice promised me. And I go for it. I'd take one last look at Melody. I'm done with you. But if you ever cross my path again, no voice is going to save you. I'm sprinting for that skull.
Okay. Yeah, roll on Dex.
Yeah, it's a 14.
Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Good. He
Jeez.
is going.
You
He is
you dash up
booking.
the skull, and you grab that eyepiece, and you wrap your hand around it. It is an orb, and you pull it free. You hoist it up into the air. Do you say anything?
The
Here.
power is yours.
Whatever you are, I can tell you. I have the orb. Now then, show me. Show me the power.
So, as you remove the orb, do you look at it all? Are you just so gleeful that you don't pay any attention to anything about
I
it?
have, to me, the orbs are just objects, so I have
Yeah.
no
Alright.
concern about them other than the promise.
Cool. Yeah. So you hold it in the air. The skull beneath you, its mouth closes, and then it opens up again with sort of a roar, and it almost sounds like it's saying yes, like in the roar, and everything around all of you kind of starts to fall apart and deteriorate, and the ground is shaking, but like the battle is still going on as Skria is holding this thing in the air, and the skull is sort of yelling out noises and whatever, and the tree sort of like looks back, and you almost see like a grin across the tree's face. What is where are we at? What is Gray doing?
Gray turns to the tree, or turns to the tree, looks at it, and says, "You call me the Great Pretender? Then fine, I'll stop pretending." Gray smiles, a fang grows, and he transforms into the werewolf.
Cool.
And looks at Myst. "You have been what I've been waiting for," and I swing at Myst.
Okay. Roll on strength.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8.
Yeah. So you manage to wriggle your claw in, and you do manage to stab Myst. Roll.
Yeah, because does the damage change?
Yeah. So you'll get like an additional D4 in wolf form.
On top of the other
Yes.
D4 that I have? Okay. That's that. That. And that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. Cool. And what was your roll for success? Was what 5, 6, 7, 8 total?
Yep, it was 8.
Okay, and then what's that? Another 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, cool. When you stab Myst, a slight groan comes out of his body, but then the tree is pretty not happy about this.
That's fine.
So it sort of reaches up and grabs you, and it sort of jerks you free. And he says, "Not yet, not that one." And it says, "I still need him." It slings you down to the ground, and when it does, you take some damage. Come on, there we go. Oh, look at that, 1 damage. You're a tough SOB. Yep.
0.
Anyone concerned about this werewolf transformation?
Super concerned.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know who I
definitely.
am. You, Melody. You were part of all of this. It is your fault. I had to deal and wait. The other two I'm not concerned with. Except you and Myst. 'Cause you killed my master for no reason at all. And I have been waiting the entire time for this.
Even the
And I
cat
will-
was surprised.
So,
Now explain yourselves. Well, he
by,
can't.
by the way, James is the werewolf, the flaming werewolf from the forest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Told you. I told you it all comes back down to you, Melody.
Really?
All comes back to you.
So this
I
is,
don't care about these other two.
So this is going down. Patashar, what are you up to?
Hell.
Roll your poison.
I like that. Ah, hell.
That's a free for everybody.
Yep.
Mm.
So that's gonna be that. All right.
Patashar is going to drink a potion.
I'm just like, oh no, go on here. I'm just gonna. It's time for gin and juice, guys.
Gonna take 7 life back.
Pulls out
Yeah,
the
he's
hard
doing
stuff.
it.
She's like, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. Melody, what's up?
That's a good question.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, so we thought that you guys were bad. We didn't know. My group was not was not aware, to be honest.
Not aware.
Apologize, yeah.
Not a werewolf.
Yeah, and not a werewolf either. So.
So, are you doing anything on your turn other than just stammering?
Well, I doubt I can roll on charisma for anybody. Because
I don't think
Try it
you're
anyway.
sway me as much as
What you've got left.
I hate you and Myst really bad.
Yeah, I kind of figured. So.
Or I'm very angry at you.
My magic is still gone for one whole turn,
Yeah,
right?
Yes, it is.
Fuck. Anyway, I feel like I'm gonna have to start trying to defend myself.
I just asked you to explain. I didn't say I'd kill you yet.
Okay, well, I tried explaining. And,
All I heard was an apology, and the gnomes made me do it.
yeah. It was an apology and the notes made me do it. So, since he's not attacking me right now, I should probably try to attack the tree with my arrow.
Sure.
Oh, God. That's a 9. And that's an 8 on damage.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely shoot the tree. You're shooting with your repeater bow, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
so-
out of.
All right, cool. So you said that was 8 damage.
Yeah, but now I have my magic back.
Yep. So you definitely you shoot it with the bow, and it's really starting to chip away at the bark. You can see like pieces of it falling off, but here again, with all your attention on the tree, those other plate beast dudes, they're there, right? So the guy with the scythe again sort of swings at you while you're shooting, catches you on the wrist just after your shot goes off, cutting your arm for 4 damage, and you know,
Yeah.
does
I do know.
does the hurty hurts?
Yeah, there's a little hurty hurt.
What is Ruben up to?
To be honest, Ruben is a little confused. He's a skeleton holding an orb up in the background. A werewolf running around.
Ruben also takes a shot at the hard stuff.
It's not good.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna use one of my moves to use that crush thing on the tree. I'm gonna try and knock it down.
All right.
Hold on a moment. Well, I can hear you.
Yeah.
There's some walking around in my house.
Yeah, nothing. It's an attack. 11.
All right. Cool. All right.
So D6 with an extra D6. 7 damage.
All right.
And do I actually knock it down?
Is that to the tree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what you managed to do is you actually managed to crush one of its legs. You sort of like bulldoze it over and crush its leg, and it sort of falls over onto the ground. And let me do some stuff here. Do the math.
In whatever owlbear language, even if it doesn't understand me, I'm gonna shout at it. You think you can kill me?
And I can probably, well, no, I don't know if I can understand you because I don't know if I knew owl bears in the forest.
So it definitely like falls to the ground, and it says it sort of screams out like not again! I will not be defeated by mortals again.
Owlbear middle finger.
Yeah. So Skelly, you're up there with the orb, and everything's sort of crashing down around you. You can, from the skull itself, sort of emanates a voice that only you can hear, and it says, "Congratulations, small one. You've taken the first step to ultimate ruin. He says, "You may not understand what happens next, but trust me, it is for the greater good." So the orb starts melting in your hand and absorbing into your body, and you sort of feel invigorated with power. Your new damage dice is a D12, and but you're basically gonna be pretty reckless. But as it sort of sinks into you, you no longer like discern like hate for one person over another. You just want to kill everything.
As the power is gaining and coursing through my body, come to the realization that there's an owl bear attacking the tree. I'm going after Ruben.
All right.
Going after the thing attacking the tree. That's gonna be my first thing. I'm gonna run down there and swing at Ruben.
Yeah. Okay. Roll on strength.
Yeah, it's happening. It's an 11.
All right. Roll for damage.
It's 15.
Cool. Ruben, where are you stabbing, Ruben?
God, that owlbear is
So
adorable.
because I'm kind of running down the skull now, so the sword's just gonna be outstretched in front of me, just like a lance charge, and just skewer him up the back because obviously he's not looking at me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Ruben, you get stabbed for like a crap ton of damage. Do you have a vocal response here, or
I die.
Owies.
are you dead?
Oh my god.
Yep.
With armor?
Fucking shocker.
Oh my god.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
You
I will
have been
say-
ordained
Hey,
expendable.
Brandon, why don't you tell us how many HP you actually have?
What? What? The next time Joel's hurt.
Someone kill him.
No. He killed someone. All right. There
Oh,
are
it's true.
rules. There are rules about
Oh.
his existence.
Yeah.
Oh.
So first of all,
Yeah.
he stabs Ruben, and he literally explodes. All right, Skelly explodes like the 4th of effing July. And
I am the M80 now.
and
I am the M80.
and
Mist, red mist. Pff.
and so bone shrapnel goes everywhere. And there's no fire danger for this. Everyone's taking damage,
Oh.
and that's just how it is.
Okay.
So everyone takes 7 damage,
Oh,
minus your armor.
Yeah,
All right.
Peshar is also not dead. Yeah.
I'm close, but I'm not dead.
Does my life change? Sure, no. No, it's still what it is.
Good man.
Yeah, still what it is.
I
Okay.
know what you need to do, Gray.
So everyone takes that 7 damage, and whatever blood results from that, the shrapnel that sticks into you, it pulls up in the tip of the shrapnel that hits you, and then all shoots back towards the orb, which was left in Skelly's place, and absorbs into it, and the orb pulses and glows on the ground. It's like black light, so it's black but also luminescent at the same time. And Skelly's head was the only thing that didn't explode, and it just falls to the ground beside the orb. Ruben, roll your 2d6.
Nope, not happening.
Why?
Because it goes against the natural order to try to come back to life.
He doesn't get the option. Because if you roll a 10, you're not even dead. You just have 1 HP.
Fair enough. Guess what's not going to get rolled? Told you.
Yeah, he's super
You
dead.
already know,
Oh,
Mike,
no.
that I cannot roll a death save.
Oh, dead.
Every time! Every damn time!
Alright. So hold on.
There has to be
Turn
divided
into a pile of dirt.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Turns into a pile of-
Here's the thing. It's when you die, it's at the GM's choosing, right? So I get some voodoo that I can do with this.
Oh no.
So when you
I'm gonna let you know
Holding on
Ruben's
dead
gonna
right
be
now.
100% against any weird voodoo bullshit.
no, well, hear me out here.
Okay.
So you die. One of the seeds that you've been carrying,
I was thinking, yeah.
sort of just seeps into you, and
Oh my god. You're Groot now? You're Groot.
it
I don't like that you use the word seeps.
yeah. It basically forces you into your Bushman form, and it's it sort of connects you to the tree network.
We carry him around in a power plant.
It whispers to you. It says you still have a bit more to complete here before you let go. So the natural world is compelling you to finish this because it's unnatural. What's going on here is unnatural.
This is definitely unnatural.
Yeah. So, also being a part of the tree network, you're going to receive some information, right?
Fun.
Yeah. So, basically, it tells you that orb that's on the ground is basically what's supporting the existence of this this place. It says, look, that orb has power over time, and it's what magically charges this area, and it says you basically need to remove that orb from here to return the natural balance to the area. So,
All right, neat.
you can just say no and stab yourself, and if that's what you want to do.
That was superly obscene, obscure bullshit, but I'll accept it. Because I don't want a third character dead by anyone's hands.
It's like, this is the best way to go. You made it M80. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So, anyways, Ruben's over there dealing with his afterlife crisis, and Skelly has just exploded all over the place. There's a black orb on the ground. What
Gray, you know what you need to do.
Great.
Come on, Gray. You know what you need to do, man.
Gray,
Come on, man.
What are you doing, Gray?
And you're fucking dead.
Who,
Come on,
me?
man.
Yeah, he's dead, man.
Yeah, you're dead.
You dead, Skelly.
From beyond the grave, do what you need to do. God damn it. I killed the wrong man. I killed the wrong man. Do what you gotta do, pack leader. Do what you have to do.
I can't breathe. Oh,
For
God.
me-
Okay.
For me as a person, do it. Come on.
At this time, Grace still really hates Melody
Yeah,
because of all this happening.
sure.
So, like I said, he doesn't care about the other two. Well, one's some tree seed
Hey, right,
thing.
right now it's Melody, Patashar, and Gray, and those are the only people in this room
Yeah,
left alive. I
and
mean,
he doesn't
Ruben-
care. He doesn't care about
And a
Patachar
bush.
either.
There's also a bush.
Yeah,
Come on. You know what you need to do, James. Come
But
on.
presently, there's a problem going on because he wants to kill Melody. Definitely wants to kill you. Definitely wants to kill you. But presently, I can't kill you.
Do it.
Because I need to deal with whatever else is going on. Because I hate you.
Come on, man. Do it.
I like
need you.
literally I can't do it with it killing me as well. So what?
what would Gray do?
Come on, man.
What
You know
would
Gray
Gray do?
You know what Gray would do. Come on.
Well, honestly, Gray would still attack her.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
Honestly, Gray would still. Well, the thing is it's an up and down situation because he's been with him the whole time. He does hate her, but
I just exploded myself. Do it for your character, bro.
he did just explode himself.
Vermal gets stabbed, an explosion in a bush.
That is presently true.
Magic.
Gray's going to say this. The only way he is not going to kill you is you have to do something after this, but Gray is going to save your ass for once.
Okay.
But someone's going to have to die for this. It's either the professor or Myst. One of them will have to die. So you choose that. Someone has to die for this. There's blood for blood, and I mean it. So one of them has to die for this. So,
Speaking of the professor, I wonder where he's at.
yeah, wonder where the professor's at. Someone has to die.
He's just been chilling in the nasal cavity, eating a lollipop. Like, oh, what's going on down there?
So I am presently going to. Well, I can't just pull out a potion because I don't think I can pull out a potion. Can I do that
Do you have adventure
as
gear?
a werewolf? I mean, I have inventory gear. I have. Let's
Werewolves
see.
still have opposable thumbs, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. You can pull out a potion if you really want to do that. I mean, there's a giant.
You just have to
tree
say
and
backpack.
two blade beasts and
I mean, I also, am presently almost fucking dead.
yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, right?
Do it. Kill her.
Oh my
Boy.
god, I can't.
Killed the wrong man.
Oh my god, you didn't kill the wrong man. Shut up, I can't do it. He's going to make me defy danger in a minute if I don't do something. I'm going to take a potion right now. Yeah, so I think that's the last potion I can take. So we're going to roll for that potion.
Okay.
What is it?
That's just
2d6.
roll 2d6, and that's what you heal for.
Okay, well, we're going to do this now.
Hot dang.
And revitalize me. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
That was my turn.
So yeah, you basically just like break an entire glass of potion on your chest and soak it in, and like, you're like jacked up. Padishar, go ahead and roll your poison damage.
Yeah, the worst one so far.
Yeah. And then what are you gonna do?
I don't even fucking know.
I don't know. Yeah, Padishar was experiencing, like, he was just like hanging out with some people he just met, and then like, this is what's going on.
I guess I'm gonna go
Granted-
fuck up Thor's hammer, dude. Seems how he hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that double strike with Fang there, and we're gonna see what happens. Yep, he's getting hit for a 3 and a 1. Wow, grand total of 4.
Yeah. What how do you do it?
Very weakly limp-wristed slash
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
chest.
Well, so he threw his hammer at one of you guys a while back.
It was me.
Yeah, and so he may not have his hammer right now, right? He has maybe yet to have gotten it. So certainly you can do some damage while he's trying to do that. You should like kick him. I don't know.
No, like I said, I give him a little paper cut.
Yeah, you slash at him as he's sort of running to get his hammer.
I'm so brain rattled. I'm drooling.
Catching him. Yeah.
Fang's
And,
pulling my ears, trying to direct me on where to swing.
Yeah. You slash at him, and as he's going to his hammer, he does manage to get his hammer, and he picks it up and slams at you at the ground beneath you, knocking you back a few feet, and you kind of stumble and fall to the ground. What is Melody doing?
Quick question
Yeah.
about the spider lily. Do I take the damage before or after the magic is cast?
That's a bad question.
That is a bad question.
I would
that
say
tells a lot about what's happening right now.
I would say it happens at the same time. So, I mean,
I'm gonna have to try to heal. That's like my only option.
yeah, okay, yeah, real good.
Yeah. That's a 10. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
You were gonna die.
Yeah, I was.
Roll your health.
Oh my God. Okay, so I only get 7 back since it's -1, but that's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mm.
Oh my God. World's lucky.
Reuben the bush tree dude. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna
Put your
shake
mic
a
back
little bit.
down. Put your mic back down. There you
I'm
go.
gonna shake a little bit, stand up on some root legs, shamble over to the orb, and kick it in the well.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Roll on Dex.
Hey, fucking 11. Okay, cool.
That's a what mighty fine kick, sir.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You kick the orb in the well. And as soon as you do, the tree looks back and just yells, "No!"
I bind together a hand middle finger.
Yeah. The earthquake that was happening suddenly becomes violent, and everything sort of starts breaking apart and floating in the air. And you guys with it, tree, the plague beast, everything is sort of just suspended in the air, and it's all sort of just like swirling and convulsing. What happens is it's sort of like it sort of blinks dark and then black light and dark again, and sort of just starts fading in and out. And the flickers happen sort of like faster and faster. You find yourself suddenly all laying at the altar.
Surprise! This is when the real boss battle starts.
Yeah.
Another 3.5 hours of campaign to get through. Let's go.
Yeah. You find yourself all laying around the altar, and it's just it's Melody, Padishar, Gray, and Myst,
Bush.
and Myst's body, and the only thing of the bush is there's a bag of seeds and a leaf laying beside it.
Neat. Leave me alone.
Yeah. So, and then you all sort of just wake up there, except for Myst, who seems to still be unconscious. What does anyone do? Oh, and Skelly's head.
Padishar grabs Skelly's head
And does what with it?
and ties it to his belt.
Fingers.
Fantastic. Cool. All right, cool. And what is Gray doing? Gray just sort of wakes up, still werewolf form.
He looks over at Melody and he says, "Choose."
Melody, what do you do?
Professor.
Then he must die.
Yeah, where the fuck is he?
Yes. Where is he?
So you're choosing the professor to die, or you're choosing Myst to die?
Professor to die.
Then Professor has to die, which is also my kin.
No, she's just making you kill the other werewolf there, bud.
Yeah, you're making me kill my kin.
The professor's a werewolf?
The professor is a werewolf. Who do you think created him?
Surprised
Oh.
leaf sounds.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the leaf flutters.
Fang eats the leaf.
The skull glowers at the leaf.
The
So-
debt. When
Fang
he
relays
shows
to me.
up, you have to choose.
So, Ruben,
Professor will die.
instead of dying and moving on, your soul resides inside of Fang. You don't,
Delicious.
you don't become Fang. You don't control Fang. You just sort of like every now and then, Fang might get to like interject with information from Ruben.
No, there you go. That's fun.
Who?
He'll just be chittering and shit, and then he'll be like, "Did you know that bush just said, watch out?" Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I guess sort of.
Also, you go ahead.
In times of heightened awareness or extreme, Fang may be able to like converse with trees or the tree network.
Sweet.
Yeah. Also, Skelly, you're dead, but you feel compelled to pray.
The skull glows slightly.
Glow slightly.
That's good.
Yeah. So does Ruben the Leaf now the soul tied to Fang convey any sort of information or messages to the group?
That he is very annoyed. He would have much rather have passed back into nature.
He'll pass back. Give him
Oh, he'll
about a
definitely
day.
pass on.
He won't pass back.
Yeah, give him about a day. He'll make it there.
Well, he's sort of
Man,
one
you're
with
inside an animal body. That's nature. What are you talking about?
He's
Mr.
sort of
Puff into
one
every
with-
fucking animal.
he's sort of one with the tree network.
It's true. I mean, look at him.
That's passing back into nature.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing I was fucking around with the other character. Where's Mike?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
You know what? At least my character doesn't hate you.
Well, it's
I
not
didn't.
like he cares.
We'll find books of Magic Man and we'll bring you back. As a
I mean, you know, there are people, you know, that Gray has enjoyed spending his time with. Also, you need to make a shrine in homage to my master.
Also, someone plant the rest of those seeds.
No. Feed him to Fang.
No.
Nobody knows what to do with them. Nobody knows what to do with this
No.
sword.
Remember, when the professor shows back up, you chose.
Okay, we're gonna have a new house rule. No one can attack Danny.
You said
Nobody's attacked Danny
reckless
except for
abandon.
I
Why
did.
would you
Maria.
say that?
Maria got squished by totems.
Yep.
Fucking the OG, he got killed by a dragon.
No,
No.
Agnar got killed by you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got killed by the bomb.
Well,
It was
Okay.
entirely because of the bomb.
yeah.
it
I mean,
the bomb maybe, but I didn't physically kill you.
Danny's characters have yet to die from an NPC. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, you can't tell me reckless abandon. The tree is obviously on my side. I'm gonna attack the thing attacking the tree. What else was I gonna do?
Yeah.
I was thinking Gray was gonna kill Melody. I was like, oh, this is a shoo-in. I'll just stab the dude in front of the tree. I didn't think I was gonna kill him. Like, I didn't think I was gonna kill him.
So
Oh, trust me, I didn't also think I would make her choose the
Stab,
life.
pop.
Well, trust me, you know, I thought about just shooting Gray, but I was like, he's not attacking me.
yeah.
I can't believe you survived all that.
I also will say it's the greatest revenge ever because you had to choose who died. I didn't choose.
And
You
Dylan
chose.
comes back and then just dies immediately.
So as you're all just there, and Mist's body is on the ground, and he's sort of still unconscious. It's almost like he's in a coma. He has the wood amulet that's around his neck, and the wood surrounding it crumbles away to reveal an orb, and on that orb is the signet of like wood.
Okay.
Just as a heads up, if anyone.
Padishar collects that.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep that.
Yeah. And quite possibly that other
Orb will show up again later.
or might be in the dungeon. You know.
Do we have to go back to, apparently?
Can I like get out of
Back
wolf
to,
form,
we're
or
not
am I
even
just-
out of it. We're still in the fucking thing.
Can you what now?
Can I like not be in? Can I like go back to normal form, or am
Yeah,
I going to be just
you can-
like buck ass naked
No,
and
you-
everything just hanging out?
You can unwerewolf. You're still wearing your pants.
Okay, well, I'll unwerewolf.
It's Hulk rules, man. No matter how big you get, you still have your pants.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll unwerewolf.
And the tomb is no longer glowing, and it's sort of like dormant. Also, in this place, you can feel a breeze, which no one had felt in this area before. So, like, it's like this place has been released from its sort of hold. Yeah. So, anyways, you're all here, and you're all, either dead or alive. Some of you more so than others.
Yeah.
Now everybody understands why I said I ate something once to survive.
Is there any conversation with Gray about the fact that he's a werewolf?
I figured he was a werewolf about a week ago.
Melody?
In game or out of game?
Out of game.
I think we already had our necessary conversation where it was just kind of like the nod and like, I know what I have to do.
Yeah. Does anyone like pick up Myst and carry him? I don't know.
Yeah, well, of course we should probably
Pat
check.
it.
Robin,
Fang picks him up and takes him.
Who?
Fang can pick
Fang.
Fang.
Nah, I'm
Fang.
sorry, bro. That can't happen.
First of all,
Fang's not that big.
and look.
He ate that leaf, man. He's got the strength of.
You know what?
formed
You know
into a
what?
Tiny owl bear.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what? Gray will pick him up because the blood debt has been paid.
Skull
Oh well,
attempt
it
to
will
bite.
be paid, and it
Yeah.
better be paid, or someone will die. Anyway,
Well, and here's the thing, right? You've all just learned that like Myst has sort of been possessed for quite some time now. So was it even Myst that killed the dragon, or was that actions from the?
Yeah, Danny.
which is actually, I mean,
Sorry, I'm
well, see,
finishing
I
up
would
with
presently not know. Well, I would learn that now.
Yeah, you know that now.
So, I mean, I definitely can't put it on him. The only two that I can put it on is Melody and the Professor, and Melody chose to give up the life of the Professor. So her debt has been paid by having to choose the person that she's supposed to take care of.
What?
It feels so good, my revenge.
Hey,
because-
man. Now that all this is out, at least you guys know that Myst was being an asshole because he was possessed.
Exactly.
So
And
I
the
didn't
thing
kill
is-
your character, Danny. Whatever the fuck we just faced did that.
And you know what? And I never attacked you, Danny, so I never had to hate your character because you were already dead.
It's all good. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make about 6 or 7 characters. So every time we get into one of these little boss areas, I can be like, "All right, you want me to roll them up now or later?"
Pull the extra one out of the bag and let that one take the hit.
So there's like
Let's
a
carry
there's
this
like a
where
movie
we
series.
are.
Was it Darkness Rising or whatever? They do the several movies, but there's one movie where they make fun of this one guy because he's always the bard, and like his character dies literally like every session, and he's got like he literally has a mountain of like character sheets. He just like whips one out every time.
Feel like that's Danny.
What?
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna spend like the next 4 or 5 hours building like a few characters.
I mean, listen. We can we can bring him back. If that's something you want.
he's not gonna enjoy that.
Okay. All right.
I gotta play the character.
Okay.
What about your OG, man?
Agnar,
Yeah.
he's off in Valhalla with what's his face?
Kodroth.
Yeah, Kodroth.
Maria getting him back because her bones got obliterated. So like,
Literally
Yeah,
exploded.
she's
all
kind
right. Can I just say, because now, like, my character's dead, right? Skelly is. I mean, he's somewhere, but Skelly's dead. All right. I have literally. The reason why Staniel brought up my health is because I have literally never calculated it. I'm probably negative like 70 now. I've never rested, and I've never done minuses on my health. I just let it go until I killed myself.
Cheater.
I am 100% cheating. I didn't do my stats. It was always a +2 or +3
Oh my god!
on everything. I never did my stats. I literally, from the moment I started, cheated, and nobody like seemed to care. And once I realized nobody cared, I just +3s on everything.
Now,
Because
to
no
be
one seemed to
honest,
care.
I thought it was funny.
And once
That's why I
nobody
left
like
it alone.
bothered to check my health, I just why calculate it? No one seemed to care. I should have been dead.
You're hurting the honor system, sir. You're
Last
hurting the honor
session.
system.
Last session, I should have been dead. The whole point of my character was to die like that, so he died like that.
I mean, Danny, Fluffy's up for grabs if you want to be Fluffy. I'm just saying.
Jeez,
Don't
man.
worry, I will be building a character based on Fluffy.
All right.
But no, I do have that other character already lined up.
You better, yeah.
And god damn it, if Gray just if fucking over here and helped me in the forest, you'd be dead, Amanda. Super
I know,
dead.
I know.
Omega
But-
dead.
But in turn,
So upset.
Gray got the greatest revenge he could have.
Yeah, killed another one of our pack is what you're gonna get.
Oh
Should've
no,
killed Melody.
the thing is he still chose. I can't. Now that the present everything has went down, I can't choose technically Myst because I don't know that. I could either choose. I can't choose Agnar because he's dead, and obviously Gray knows he's dead because he's not with them, and they've talked about how he died. Melody had to choose the person she took care of, and she chose. She had a choice. Myst could have died, or the professor could have died, or she could have died.
She was
But
so
I
low.
told him
was
someone had to pay. Somebody
so
had to
close.
pay the price.
Her character would never
Someone had to pay a price, and somebody paid the price.
Well, they will pay the price. I guess.
Well, they will pay the price.
Yeah, if
he's
they'd ever
gonna-
show up.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to pay the
he
price.
dies off camera now. Oh, by the way, Dylan, you gotta start a new character. Your guy just randomly found eviscerated on the side of the road. Like,
You can, like I said,
Oh, don't worry. When you guys find the professor, he's gonna be like Mecha Werewolf. So
Mecha Wolf.
Mecha werewolf,
Yeah.
I hear you.
that's okay. You know.
Hook
Then
with
again,
full
you know,
emotional-
I could leave the
Melody
group
skills.
now, but I choose to watch this unfold.
Yeah, can I just say thank you for playing along with all the shit I was doing, Mike.
Yeah, sure.
I just started making shit up. At like some point, I was like, either he's gonna let me, or he's gonna punish me. So like, I just started fucking going with it. I'm like, I'm already at this point. I'm too deep. I should already be dead. So let's just fucking go with it.
Yeah.
I hope y'all didn't find my my character too annoying.
Nope, thought it was great.
I tried over the
Hilarious.
sessions to make him.
Oh no,
crazier.
I'd actually.
I
wish
created this whole
continue
backstory where he
playing.
was like deteriorating and like the spell was unbinding and Ruben had to help for reasons he fucking helped me. I haven't figured that one out yet. So I tried to make him crazier as he went along until I was just like fuck it and started doing the rolls.
Ruben's
And the
regretting
rolls just-
that help now for sure.
The rolls were
I'm
great.
sure he is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of your fault, Ruben.
Ruben was regretting the help as soon as the dude bit him.
It's true. Yeah, I appreciate you guys putting up with it. I like getting into my characters, as you can tell. So I had fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now,
No, I had fun. It was great.
and now,
Yeah,
now,
I had
now you're
fun.
gonna leave us for Wildland.
Nah, man. I think.
Yeah,
you
me
should-
too. I bought this new
I
level
think you should
60 under
still- I
Blizzard.
think you should still play. I think you should roll another character because honestly, you add something to the group.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll still play because I still
it's
enjoy
fun.
playing. I still enjoy playing.
The biggest
I
problem
think
is
you
I
should
can't.
roll and-
The biggest thing is like this game happens on Thursdays. My raids happen on Thursdays, and they literally start next week.
Hey,
Like,
you
I
were
thought-
first. Tell your
I
raids
thought I was
another
gonna
day.
be done last session or the session before, so I'd have time. But like, this is like literally the last day I could have done a Thursday session.
Yeah.
Because after that, I'll be doing raiding, and I've already promised those guys and made commitments. So
Yeah.
that's
fine.
why I had to die and why I had to kill somebody to blow myself up. I'm sorry, Staniel. Like,
I mean, you could have picked the same person, but you just attacked.
I thought you were gonna kill her. He said,
I
reckless
mean,
abandon, so
I trust me. I
went
thought I
for it.
was going to kill her too, and then I was like, you know what?
Could've been-
What would be really good is to get my revenge
could have
this.
restarted the whole party. Would have just been Patashar and a bunch of new people, but nobody has any clue what the hell's going on anymore. Like nobody knows what they're even doing.
Oh yeah,
anymore.
my new character's backstory is going to include the fact he has a constant impending sense of doom.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the god that controls him is apparently super unlucky.
I
Yeah.
want him to. I
I
want.
get excellent
I want your new
rolls. I get
character-
into like great times. I'm like, all right, cool. There's no possible, and I'm dead.
I just want your new character. Whenever he gets near the
I
skull,
think- I
just actually like feels a wave of dread. Like,
The
just a
moment
deadly dread
that
from the skull.
all that damage went off, I was like, "This is about to be."
Why did he give me a sword that adds
Wait a
extra
minute, wait a minute.
damage?
Aren't we still
Why did he
playing,
want me to be a
or are we-
paladin
are
who
we
does
ending the
extra
session?
damage? Like, he
Are we-
wanted me to be a paladin. It does extra damage. I'm like, why?
Okay, what are we doing? Like, are we still playing? Because
We're still online. We're discussing the game, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
okay,
The
yeah.
cooldown period, man.
Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm just
Yeah.
making skull noises on
Yeah.
Adastar's hip.
So,
The guy that looks like a walking frog walks up. Hey guys, I figured I'd come here to die real quick.
so no, let's backtrack though.
There's a lot of things.
So Amanda has killed Danny.
Yep.
Joel has killed Danny.
Yep.
And Brandon has killed Danny.
Yeah.
James, you're the only one who hasn't killed Danny.
Exactly.
Actually, I haven't killed Danny. I should point that out.
That's true. That's true. Mike hasn't
Come on,
killed
man. I didn't kill Danny on purpose.
There it is, on purpose.
The thing is my character would
I might
never
have.
even wanted to kill Danny because his original character was dead.
This is the second time
So-
that I've actually killed Dylan's character.
Yes, this is going
And
to
also,
be.
I want to
second
point
time.
out that technically I'm dead because of Amanda. So really, it's Amanda's fault again that Ruben got killed. Really.
Okay, well, you died because you attacked Ruben.
So to be fair, both
fair.
Brandon and James's characters are direct results of like the bad that like your other characters did.
That's right.
Putting that out.
And
Yeah.
now I'm here for good until this.
It's the only
character
reason
dies.
why I came here, which is why I cheated, because I
Yep.
needed to complete my story. Otherwise, why did I come here?
I like I
My story
said.
should have been gone like 3 sessions ago when I started replacing bits and people just
When,
want me to do it.
you know, it sucks because y'all would have been. I would have actually probably tried to kill y'all a lot earlier if Dylan was here and Myst was here. But I had to, had to get to this point.
Yeah.
Had to get to this point,
And so Dylan,
and y'all had to like me.
Dylan couldn't get off of work, I guess, because he was supposed to be here. But
He inadvertently is gonna die anyway.
Or, you know,
Thanks
he
for
said,
just
"Fuck
not
it."
being here.
but yeah. All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's been crazy. Yeah. So this will be our last weekly game until January. We will pick up again. Let me look at the calendar. So we will resume playing on January 7th, if everyone's okay with that.
Take a look, spin a book, a reading rainbow.
You're welcome for that.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
maybe
I can do it Thursday. I mean,
Yeah.
I get off work, come here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Now we also have the Christmas one shot. That's going to be
Where
on
you work, man.
Saturday the 19th. So anyone wants to do that, I'll send out a thing for it. But that one's going to be essentially elves work for Santa Claus, but not like Keebler elves, but like full on like Lord of the Ring elves are the ones who make the toys. But
That's great.
But no, so they all moved to the North Pole to work for Santa, because he was paying pretty well and feeding them and stuff. But then he started outsourcing to goblins who were run by gnomes, so like gnome supervisors and like goblin workers. And so he outsourced all the work, and so all the elves became like poor and destitute, and they were stuck in the North Pole because they couldn't like afford transportation out. And then like some bad stuff's going to go down amongst the poor elves and Santa Claus. So.
What time is this going to be?
It's going to be Saturday, the 19th, our normal time, 9:30 p.m.
I will have to look into that for you, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Put me as a tentative.
Okay. All right.
You already know I'm in.
Yeah. Cool.
Wait, you're saying the 19th?
Yeah.
Nah, you put me down for that. Yeah, that's happening.
Okay, cool.
I don't work the week after, so I've got that whole week off to recover.
Yeah. So we'll do a Christmas thing as a one shot, so that'll be fun. All right, cool. Thanks for getting playing, Denny. I'm sorry yet again.
Level 4, I assume.
Make him
Yeah,
five.
level 4.
Sugar.
You should level him up.
I am never
No.
gonna get into.
You know what?
this.
I feel really bad. This is the third time in what week is this? I don't even know what week we're in.
There's no telling.
I think we're week 12 or 13 or something like that. So because you have died 3 times since we began season 2, I will give you a level 6.
Yay!
All right,
Cool.
because it's
That'll be
Make
a
me
rough
not
one to lose.
stupid, at least.
that's
So I have 11 experience points.
yeah. So you should level on that. I think. What's your current level?
4.
Yeah. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yeah. You'll level. So if anyone levels now is the time you can resolve that between now and the next session. When we pick up, you guys will sort of, I guess, begin the trek back home without your cart and the unconscious Myst in tow. So Danny, you can do one of a couple of things. You can introduce that new character then, or you can create just a sort of a temporary travel companion for the travel home if you want to. That's up to you. However you want to do it. So.
The raptor shows back up.
Yeah,
He's the raptor.
you could certainly play. You could play the raptor if you wanted to. You'd be pretty low on the intelligence scale. But you can do that if you want. I don't care. It's up to you.
Where's the meat sack?
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, just as a quick, you guys get back and the raptor and the donkey are there, and they convey to those of you that speak to animals basically like, where's the tree man? Where's Reuben?
Well, I mean, as a werewolf, shouldn't now I should be okay to be able to do all the things that a werewolf should be able to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Now
so
I can stop pretending.
Your werewolf transformation will be like a druid's transformation. So you'll roll 2d6 on your wisdom, and that will decide.
My wisdom, that's -1.
Yeah. Well, you can take a solid just 2d6 on that, I guess, because I mean you should be able to turn to a werewolf fairly easily. Well, actually, I will tell you what I have to put together a calendar. And
yes,
so,
the moon cycles.
So at night, you'll just roll on a flat 2d6. During the day, it'll be with a -1. And then the closer you get to the moon cycle, so during a full moon, you'll get like a +3 to your roll for turning into a werewolf. So, but I'll have to put together a moon cycle and stuff for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So harder during the day, easier at night, really easy during a full moon.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. So that's just more work for me. Yay. All right. Cool. Anything else you guys want to add or discuss before we close out?
No, just thank you very much, guys, for the fun games. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been good.
Maybe one day I'll be back, but until then.
Whatever, man. For the horde.
For the horde. Yeah.
You know what? Oh, Jesus.
Hurts.
He's dead already. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm already at skull wrapped around Padishah's hip. Well, what do you want from me?
I'm gonna
It's
close
true.
out
You're going to
the,
be at Fang's fucking home. He's going to sleep inside that